せーの。ごきげんよう、皆さん、こんにちは。How do you do? I'm Shima. Welcome back to my streams. Wow. Let me revive chat real quickly, as always, because YouTube hates me out there. Hi everybody, welcome Nimby, welcome Alex, welcome UK, welcome Alex, welcome Sam, welcome Marcelo, welcome Gig. Hi everybody. Hi, how's everyone's day been? How's your day been? What up? Let me do a little bit of what the real quickly. Okay, so I actually tried originally to add a kind of a filter to my mic in hopes of making my PC a bit quieter. Because recently, as you know, PC clean has been a menace to society. Unfortunately, the filter made my, my voice sound awful, so for now, I'm gonna keep trying different stuff, but for now, we're not gonna use it then, yeah? It's been alright, nice. Hi, John, welcome. On a scale from 1 to 10, how's everyone's day been? 1 being meh and 10 being the best day ever done, yeah? How's everyone's day been? My day has been pretty good done, yeah? Maybe like a solid 8 done, yeah? Alright, let me do a little bit more, what the? But today, as you guys may or may not know, we are going to be romancing amazing digital circus characters, Dania. So very exciting. What was 6? Okay, 6, 7. Yesterday was a 7. Okay, not too bad. Not great, but not too bad, Dania. Hopefully we can get that number a slight, top it up, Dania. Naruhodo, yesterday was a 7. Soka. I see. Alrighty, with that being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and hop right into the game. But I'm not really sure what to expect. I kind of came by this game by chance, and I became obviously very intrigued. As they say down here. But I think it should be a fun time. Is that conquer them all? Indeed. PC con in 85-degree weather. It's not my voice. Basically, I fear that is correct. Yeah, PC con. I did not know what's going on with my PC. I googled a lot of different things I could do, and my PC is fairly clean, I swear. So I kind of googled like a bunch of different solutions. I tried one thing, but I don't think it actually did anything. So instead I was gonna try to like mute the PC with my mic, but then it kind of cut my voice and made my voice sound a little buttery, so I don't think that's quite the solution I'm looking for either, Daniel. Yeah. But I swear, I feel like is PC always this loud? I'm not sure to be honest. Alright, let me move a few things around real quickly. Oh, as you can tell, I did not mention it. I feel like I should address the elephant in the room. As you can see, I am getting bonked by a hammer. That is... It's basically me prepping to get bonked throughout the stream for maybe or maybe not, how do I say? Respectfully observing fictional characters, Dania. Yeah. Respectfully, Dania. Yeah. Alright, let me move a few things around. What? Have you seen the new Glitch Show Game First? I have! I actually, if you go to my videos, actually, my past live streams, that was the previous live stream that I just recently did, Nani. Oh my. Alright, let me move chat over here, and move myself over here. And turn down my volume just a tad bit. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's hop right into it, shall we? We're gonna romance some amazing digital circus characters today, and hopefully nothing goes wrong down here. Yeah. Wow. Let me turn up the volume a tad bit more. You missed it, no worries. The archive is still up, so you can watch it anytime down here. Donkey before the racing, like heartburn pills before the buffet. Also, I have my heart monitor up as well today. For definitely not suspicious reasons at all. No. Definitely not. Alright, so let me turn off my fancy BGM. What there? I guess I should do this first, what there? Okay, hopefully the audio is not too loud or too quiet, but please let me know if it is, and I can definitely adjust it down here. If I don't get a romance name, I will riot. Is it a bad time to tell you that I don't think Ming is a character you can romance? Oh no. Alright, yeah. Here is the amazing digital dating simulator, the ultimate otomeだね. The ultimate otome game for true gamersだね. Yeah, it's the most popular game of the year, obviously. For true chipmunks of cultureだね. What the? I know there's gonna be like a lot of reading in this game, so I'm already like prepared to hydrate a lot. Ignore my 102 heartbeat, okay? 98, 101 looks like Hallmark looks next to still your heart more. Magica. I mean, everyone's just so pretty, okay? I'm a little bit nervous is all done. Alright, let's hop right into it, shall we? Yeah, definitely let me know anytime if there's any like weird bugginess with the audio, the audio done here. Alrighty, let's start. Disclaimer, this is a fan-made game. It's not officially affiliated or endorsed by Glitch Productions or Ghostworks done here. All events and interactions in this game are not canon, but they are canon in my heart done here. Do not reach out or harass anyone, yada. And the game contains bright flashing transitions, yeah. So Chipmates who are sensitive, please be careful, okay? Okay. Welcome to the amazing digital simulator, a slice of life, school-styled setting where anything and everything is possible. I cannot do a canned voice. A fan game I was about to ask you. I don't think this is canon down here. Okay, let me go over the what the. I'm Kane, and I'll be your principal for the duration of your stay here at the Amazing Digital Academy. Help your classmates pull pranks on the teacher, become a straight-A student, or a rule-breaking delinquent. Or all of the above. All this while possibly finding love along the way. Gasp. Is it bad that my heart rate went down when I saw Kane? Is that bad? But enough about my wonderful creation. Let's get you enrolled. First things first, what uniform will you be donning? Oh, I see. Okay. We can be a lady or a manly man then, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna have to go with the lady outfit because it matches my current outfit then, yeah? Yeah. Sounds good. How about your name? What should we call you? Anna Sama. Oh my. What the? Goofy out fan game? No. This is a work of art. Okay? This is the ultimate gamer's game, okay? Anna-sama, huh? Are you sure you like the sound of that name? Yep, that's my name. Oh, when you say it that way, I'm not sure. No, that is my name. Alrighty then, Anna-sama. Let's head inside. Oh, we have lore. Mate. Hi, my name is Anna-sama. I am a transfer student to the amazing Digital Academy. My parents moved to the countryside after a vague, tragic event that changed the course of our lives. After I said goodbye to all my old friends, my parents got my transcripts and packed up the car. Dang, okay. Today is my first day at this new school. Oh, there's like a little daycare in the corner. Interesting. I glanced down at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger. So where's the teacher? As I step into the room to let in any other students that might be late to class, someone else hops into the room. The figure looks like a tall white piece from a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. Is that my father, Mate? Papa Kinger, Mate. The best dad in all of the amazing digital circuits. It takes me a moment to put two and two together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely his name can't really be. King romanceable? Maybe. I'm not sure actually, huh? It happens. That's some deep lore, yeah. I think that's actually like deeper lore than my VTuber lore, done it. Classic, right? What the? Hello, my name is Kinger. That is not a good king. Okay, I was trying to do a Kinger voice. That did not work. That was actually horrible. No Kinger voice. You get just Anna default voice. You must be pleased to meet me. Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake, more out of instinct than genuine sense of excitement. Good morning, students. On the docket today, we have a new student named... what's your name again? Oh, we have options already. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Anna-sama. I look forward to learning with you. Oh, and I hope we can be friends. I'm Anna-sama. Don't mess with me. It'll be good. I'm Anna-sama, and I'm always down for a good time. Okay, so obviously the second one. I don't know if this impacts who we're romancing or not. So I'm gonna go with the default save option, Danya. Yeah. Because I do hope we can be friends, Danya. Yeah. Righty-o. Go on and take an open seat, Anna-sama. Most of our students don't bite. Most of them. Yeah. One of the students, a purple rabbit, seems to grin at this. Oh no! I take a moment to think of who to sit by. Oh boy, wait. What the? Alrighty. Okay, Okay, Chipmates, it's the moment of truth, not there. So I can take a seat next to a girl in a colorful hat and sailor uniform. Okay, so Pomni. It's next to a shy-looking girl with a comedy mask and a ribbon. Okay, Gango. It's next to a mismatched figure with a bored look on their face. Okay, Zulu. It's next to the cheery-looking rag doll. Okay, Ragatha. Mischievous-looking purple rabbit. Okay, Jax. Or the teacher's chair. Well, I forgot you could romance Kingo. Dang, doesn't he have a wife? Not anymore, evidently, I'm up there. Jax, here we come. Maybe, hopefully. Okay. I don't know how to feel about the fact that you knew which one I was gonna choose, Mate. How did you know I was gonna maybe go for Jax? Is it that obvious, Mate? To be perfectly fair, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it was you or some, but I think someone asked me who I would go for in a otome game version of like Amazing Digital Circus, and I did say Jax, so I suppose I am fulfilling the prophecy. Romancing my married detective. I got the home records. You know what? We're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do it. We're gonna... You know, Jax has had a rough time recently, so we have to romance him, then, yeah? Also for, research purposes, then, yeah? I sit down next to the purple rabbit. He looks bored by Mr. Kinger's lecture. I feel like this is gonna be like the hard route, then, yeah? He's effectively a widower. It's fine. R.I.P. Queenie. As I take a closer look, I see his name written on a nameplate on his desk. Apparently his name is Jax. As I get a closer look at Jax, I also see he's working his jaw. Is he chewing gum? He catches me looking at him, and I almost apologize for staring, but I can see he isn't offended. Yeah. Instead, he grins quietly before putting his finger up to his lips. He takes the chewed gum between his gloved fingers, reaching out towards a girl in front. Oh no! Reaching out towards a girl in front of us. Okay, please do not be Ragatha or Gango. Yeah, that one checks out. The girl in front of us has a ribbon for a body and a comedy mask for a face. Okay, can we just talk about how cute Gango is in this style? Mitsukai denied. She's paying close attention to Mr. Kinger's lecture, and Jax is reaching out with gum in his hand. Is he gonna stick it on her mask? No! No! Cause I know, okay. This is a moral dilemma, chat. Cause I fear I know what the correct answer is for his root. I know what the answer is for his root, but the moral answer is different, Danya. What the? You do have a point, Anna. Maybe becoming his enemy would be a faster way to his heart than becoming his friend. Okay, we know this is the morally correct answer, and this is definitely the Jax answer, so... You know what time it is, Chipmates? It's time for the polls. As always, the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna make a poll for fun. But sometimes I have the executive decision done, you know? I'm kind of curious to see what you guys would choose, so... And it makes it a bit more fun for you guys. But ultimately, I have the... executive Ojo-sama decision. But what should we do? Should we warn her or keep quiet? Right now, I'm personally thinking keep quiet because I feel like that's the correct answer for Jax Dania. Also, I like how the majority of people said I will indeed be able to romance the circus down here. Oh my. Okay, let me see. Oh! Wait, are Chipmates trying to sabotage my relationship with Jax? Mate? Mate. We just started, wait! Mama. Interesting. Okay, we have about 50-50. 50% being very morally just, and the 50% simping for Jax down here. Alrighty, I think since we're kind of 50-50, yeah? I'm gonna keep quiet and see what happens down here. R.I.P. Gangle. Okay, Jax reaches forward with a practiced stealth, sticking out the wet wad of already been chewed gum to the Raven Girl's mask. I feel warm and make him mad for a while, but respect him more in the end. Oh no. The Raven Girl lets out a quiet shriek of discomfort, flailing her arms as she desperately pulls away from Jax. Ew, Jax, what was that? What did you do? Ew! Her whining and desperate flailing is a little funny, even as she feels around blindly behind her mask. Her movements attract the attention of Mr. Kinger. What is going on? He seems aware something is going on, but he doesn't seem to know what. How is this guy teaching us? Jax is just picking on Gangle again. The mismatched figure pipes up from next to Gangle, who's evidently the Ribbon Girl that Jax has just stuck his gum to. Here, Gangle, let's go to the bathroom so we can wash it off. Oh yes, carry on then, Zubo. Nothing pleases this teacher. Zubo glares daggers into the rabbit as I leave. Yeah, even the abstractity in this universe is very strong, I see. What? It was funny, right? Back me up here. Jax turns to face me. Oh no. More options! Mate. Okay, we can choose. Yeah, that was hilarious. I guess it was kind of funny. No, Jax, that was just mean. Okay, it's definitely one of these. I know that for a fact, but yeah. Guess it was kind of funny. I feel like this would just like. Maybe that is the right option, Nani. I'm up there. Already, Chipmates, you know the drill, I'm up there. Okay, I'm just gonna put 1, 2, and 3 to make it shorter down here. Are we going with the we can fix him route or feeding his ego route? That is a great question, Nani. I'm not sure. Maybe? I guess it was kind of funny. It's kind of a neutral response. Very conflicted, right? Hey, don't you? Maybe. I feel like if you say no, that was mean, he's gonna be like, oh, whatever, you suck, Daniel. But I feel like I'm not sure how much we should play into his antics, Daniel. Am I overthinking this? I may be overthinking this. Interesting. Okay, it seems like the Chipmates are also kind of split between number 2 and number 3. What the? I feel like definitely the answer Jax would want to hear is number 1. But I think I may go with number 2, Danya. Okay, we're gonna executive Chipmate decision. Number 2 done here. The neutral response for now. I think we can also go back and try different responses, I think, in this game. Pomni. Chuck offers a thin smile as he leans over to me. It was very funny. You should... Dang. You should try listening up, new kid. You might have some actual fun. Dang. It's like day one and I'm getting roasted. I can't help but audibly gulp and hope I haven't thrown on my lot in with the wrong person. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room. Oh, he's the principal? Wait, how did I not notice that? Wait. Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today. The new figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. Yeah. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to us all before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain, his teeth slammed shut. Oh boy. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth. I hope they're not solid objects. Anna-sama, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Manic enthusiasm snuffs his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe it'll be the secret ingredients in making this school interesting. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason you're here, Kane? Zobo speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Kane perks up. That's right, the reason I'm here is to make sure we all have a fun or enriching academy experience. One filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more descriptors, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. What the? And most of all, interesting to our studio audience, he turns toward the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There doesn't appear to be anybody outside. However, the numbers are in students, and it turns out the school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time that I tell you that means the end of school life as we know it. King bites on his hands in mock horror. The class and Kinga play along, gasping at the revelation. Gingo looks ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet-toothed students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up. How are you bringing back interest? You're not there. How are you bringing interest back to the school, Mr. President? I cannot read, not there. Kane shoots the bubble, a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later. You see my little Tomer emeralds? Also, what is this BGM up there? Why are there like random cat sounds? What's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A class full of colorful characters. That is very true, actually. A competent principal, damn. Adequate funding? King shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No school around here has had a culture festival. Yeah? celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy, we gotta keep the interest of our investors after all. Egads, I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. Alright, King Girl, I'll leave you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days, break a leg or two. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment. Mate. Kane's eyes still go in opposite direction. Very true. Alright, class, let's see what rules Kane assigned to each one of you for the culture festival. Kinga lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read out loud. Ragatha, as a class representative, Sasuga ne. I trust you to organize the other students and make sure that the festival proceeds without any issues. You can count on me. Sobo and Gango, you two will work on the art to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival. I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else. Pomni and Jax, look up what a culture festival is. Okay, but why are the pairings like low-key the ships that are really popular? Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters? No, I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gango comes up with for our posters. If anything like what she... Well, if it's anything like... Blah, 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 blah. If it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Ragatha... Yeah? Jax? Gango interrupts Jax before he can finish this thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. Oh no. The class erupts into chaos as Zubo and Gango argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class to get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kanger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lessons planned and is just waiting out the lunch bell? As if summoned by it, by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds, everyone drops their arguments and flies out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Wata. After my chaotic first half of the day, I had worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I picked up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scanned the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. Oh no. Hi James, welcome. I could check the library. Maybe Pomni or Jax is there trying to find out what a culture festival is. Take my lunch back to the classroom. Sat there alone, nobody. I felt close to none. What the? Okay, so basically, since we're trying to romance Jax, I'm guessing the first one, then, yeah? I walk into the library with my tray in hand. I peer through the rows of dusty, cluttered shelves, and I see Jax and Pomni by the tables in the middle of the library. Even from here, I can tell Jax is up to trouble. He's tapping his foot impatiently and pacing back and forth. I can barely make out Pomni. craning her neck to peer up into the tall bunny's yellow eyes. I gingerly maneuver between the shelves, trying to avoid spilling the cream corn casserole I brought from the cafeteria. I can make out some words. Going to, with, Taylor asked us to. I can't hear Jax's responses, but I don't have to. As he mimics Pomni's mannerisms, tilting his head from side to side. As I get closer, I can hear her trying to reason with the stubborn rabbit. I should at least try to do what he said. I don't want to be the only one who didn't do anything to help. Against my better judgment, I creep closer, nearly tripping over a step stool. I manage to creep into earshot. Why? This whole thing is pointless and no one will even notice if we bail, trust me. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. As he leans back, he catches sight of me. Oop. Hey, new kid. He calls out to me. What do you think? Oh no, why do I have to make all the moral decisions, Mate? We should ditch this dumb culture fear thing, right? Their name is Anna-sama, Jax, yeah. Second off, they were in class with the rest of us. I bet they would want to stay on King's good side as much as the rest of us. Tashikani wa. Okay, that's actually very fair. I bet they'd rather do something fun like pull an epic prank. Pomni gives me a meaningful look. Jax shoots me a mischievous grandma. I feel like I should choose my response carefully here. Yeah. Okay, Mateo. What the? Okay, so either we can choose Pomni's right, we have a part to play to make the culture fair a success. That sounds fun, Jax. I don't care about the culture fair, let's go pull a prank. I feel like this one's so Jax route-based, but at the same time, that one makes more sense than you. What lengths will you go, Anna? So, because I don't see how following Pomni's gonna help, right? That's gonna now, right? I'm sorry, Pomni. I'm sorry. If it was your route, I would have chose the other one. I promise. Ha! See, Pomni, the new kid's cool. No, Pomni! Alright, you two have fun then. No! She turns back to the shelves while Jax ushers me out of the library. Later, Bob. I feel like I'm breaking up the funny bunny. I don't like that. I know this is Jax. Okay, I know this is his route, but first and foremost, I am a funny bunny. Shipper Dunny. That Pomni, huh? She can be so needy. Take that back. Jax smirks, rolling his eyes. You know, someone's destroying her own ship. You're rubbing salt in my wounds, Danya. Not like you, huh, new kid? This pains me, Mateo. I'm not sure how to proceed for a moment, but I have a feeling I know what Jax wants me to say. Yeah, I'm down for anything. I give Jax finger guns, which he scoffs at before grinning at me. You're so cringe. Okay, I did not say that. That was not me, okay? But But since you're so eager to get on my good side, dang, he's really calling us a simp, chat. I came up with... I mean, he's not wrong, depending on, like, what we choose by. Based on what we choose, he's not entirely wrong. But it's for the game, it's for the love of the game, Daniel. No, cause you're great. I came up with something fun for us to do. Let's go on a little field trip outside. Are we allowed to do that? Jax rolls his eyes. Jeez, you sound like a broken toy. Is that the only thing you say? I shake my head. I don't want to disappoint Jax. Why are we such a simp, Mom? This is the monster I've created. It doesn't matter what we're allowed to do. It matters if we get caught, so keep up, new kid. He finds a door leading to a field, slightly pushing it open before bounding through. I have to sprint to make sure. I'll make it through before the door locks. The door leads us out onto the softball field. I didn't even know the school had a softball team. Jax gets on all fours, putting his hand almost even with the ground. What? As he crawls around? Is he looking for something? Jax, did you lose something out here? Shut up, I'm looking for something. That's what we said, not there. In the few hours I've known him, I've never seen Jax take anything so seriously. I get on my hands and knees to checking each blade of grass for anything remarkable. I'm so focused on forgetting my surroundings, bumping face first into the sea of Jax's... Eh? He wheels on me. Oh no. This game is Cecil, right? I'm fairly certain this is Cecil. I'm pretty sure. Oh, banana. Do I need to pull out small Anna just in case? I'm pretty sure this is Cecil, banana. Oh, banana. What the? Don't try to get fresh with me, new kid. That was not me, okay? That was beyond my control. I blush as I crawl back a few places. What is happening up there? A few paces. Sorry. Jack shakes his head. Do you even know what we're looking for? No. I shake my head. I didn't want to make him angry by asking. Then how do you think we're gonna find what we're looking for? I blush again as I realize he has a valid point. So, what are we looking for? A centipede? Why does he look insane? A centipede? Jax doesn't look amused that he has to repeat himself. A centipede. We spent the rest of lunch searching, but just as the bell rings, I find a centipede crawling near a rock pile. Jax, I found one. I hoist the insect up by the rear end. It flails around as it tries to escape my grasp. Its dark legs wriggling in discomfort. Jackpot, Daniel. Nice job, Anna-sama. You used my name. No, I didn't, new kid. I squinted at him. You're imagining things. He puts on an unreadable smirk. Guess I'm not getting him to admit anything. But this is one fine specimen. Okay, what are we doing with this? Are you an insect collector? Ew, no. He shakes his head before he drops his centipede into my backpack. Hey! Calm down. We're gonna put this in Ragatha's... Ragatha's locker and then hide out and watch her open it. Why? Because Ragatha hates centipedes? I paused for a moment, not fully understanding why we would do that. So why are we putting it in one in her locker? Because it's funny, new kid. Try to keep up. I don't know if I agree, but this is the happiest I've seen Jack since we started hanging out. Okay, that's kind of concerning, though. Come on, I have a key to let us back inside. He pulls a ring of keys out of his back pocket. How did he get those? It looks like a set. Yaba, please correct me. What the? Looks like a set of master keys to every door in the school. Cool. I feel like this is gonna be the most toxic relationship, not there. Not any less say so than Taisha Alice. Like, it's weird once in a while. Okay. Okay, John sets us back in. We sneak our way up to the main stairwell and almost out of Ragatha's locker when our class rep herself shows up, strolling down the hallway. Okay, why does Ragatha look so cute? Not there. I feel bad about doing this. Anna-sama, what are you doing in the hallway? She tilts her head, offering me a weary smile. I've been looking for you, but you didn't show up to afternoon classes. She notices Jax and her expression sours. Jax, you better be leaving Anna-sama alone. Yeah, you tell him, Ragatha. Come on, Ragatha. He offers a cartoonishly wide grin. The new kid actually looked for me. We even got lunch together. Ragatha is utterly confused, as am I. As am I, to be honest. Anna-sama, is that true? I feel like I should choose my response carefully. Okay, that's right, we had lunch together and we're trying to get back to class. No, Jax asked me to look for your centipede. Asked me to look for a centipede to put in your locker. She knows. Throw the centipede and run? Okay, Chimichi, you know the drill. Let me get a little bit of what the? Okay, right off the bat, I am thinking number one, Nanya. The first one, yeah. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I just elbowed my desk. Ow! Okay. I was thinking number one at first. Yeah, the nonchalant response. That's one couple too. She knows to throw it and run. But I actually don't wanna throw the centipede at her, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking we choose nonchalant one, Dane. Number one here, Dane. Yeah. Okay, I think the Chipmates agree. Let's go with number one. Okay. See doll face? Ragatha squints at him, but for some reason she seems to trust in me. Now I feel guilty, not there. Fine, but I'm keeping an eye on you, Jax. Ragatha leans over to me, whispering in my ear. Anna-sama, if he's messing with you now, and you don't feel comfortable talking to me about it, you can always find me after class. I feel like so guilty, Daniel. She's so nice, I almost feel bad about what we're gonna do. As you should, Daniel. Almost. I'm actively like creating a villain character, not there. Jax and I sneak through the hallways before finding a locker labeled with Ragatha's name. Picture... what the... pictures of horses and farm animals are pasted into the outside? Or onto the outside? Come on, new kid, now or never. I gulp. Put the centipede in her locker. Ask Jax to put the centipede in her locker. どうしよう、待って待って。So make it up in her route. Her next route, surely? だね。確かには。Very true. See, this is why I have the hammer out. I already knew this was gonna happen. Alright, Chipmates, you know the drill. 1 or 2. I'm tempted to ask Jax to do it because I don't personally want to touch the centipede. My. What the? Alrighty, while you guys are deciding, I'm gonna reposition my seat real quickly. Okay, the Chipmates, I think they're still deciding, but yeah, I kind of agree with the current poll. I'm kind of leaning slightly towards this one. I feel like this one would make him favor us more, but... Also, why does Bro look so suspicious right now? Number 2? Kana. What the? Okay, we're gonna allow a number 2 then. The council has spoken. Anna concurs. Ask Jax to put the centipede in her locker. I turn to Jax and let out a little whimper. Okay, I was not expecting to say it like that, not there. Seriously, you already picked up the centipede outside. Despite his complaints, he reaches over my shoulder and unzips my backpack and plucks the centipede out before pushing it into Ragatha's locker. Next time I expect you to follow through. Okay, maybe that wasn't the right choice. Not damn. This guy is hard to romance, not damn. He glares at me for a moment before grinning at his own handiwork and then ushers me behind a nearby corner. The bell dismisses class. The bell that to dismiss class rings a few moments later. We were cutting it close. Ragatha finds her way to her locker, entering her combination. And then... This feels like a sus CG だね. Ragatha's locker springs open and the centipede lands on the front of her uniform and she looks down horrified. I feel kind of guilty, to be honest. Jax! Why? Why would you put a centipede in my locker? You know how much I hate them. Why does it have to be me? Because you... Because only you would do something like this. Jax looks away slightly before taking credit for our prank. You got me, Raggy. But you should have seen the look on your face. You're so terrible. She storms off. I'm glad Jax took the fall for us as I step out from behind the corner. That wasn't a very nice thing to do, Donnie. But Jax seems pretty happy with me right now. So that's nice. Do you know 100% perfection kind of romance game? I feel like usually I'm pretty decent at predicting, like, otome game choices, but Jax is difficult to predict on here. I walked to my locker, entering a combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar figure swaggers up to me. He swaggers? Why did he pop up like that, Mate? Hey, new kid, you still hanging around? Yup, just getting ready to head out. Wait, did I do a good job then? Matte. What do you say? How about I walk with you after school today? Surprised that Jack's asking to walk me home? I ran out of words and just nod? Okay, cool, let's go. Matte. Ew. What? The front door opens for us, and I stand outside, waiting at the curb. My parents dropped me off this morning, and I'm sure they'll be here any moment to pick me up. Jack stands next to me for a few moments. He gives me a confused look. What are you waiting for, kid? Oh, my parents? Are you waiting to be picked up too? I forgot that they're like canonical ages is that they're all adults in high school down there. You want speedrun romance? Pachi. I'm 22 years old. I haven't been picked up by my parents for like 6 years. I'm going to the dorms. What? The dorms. He looks at me like I'm an idiot. The on-campus housing came designed for a class where we stay when classes end. Oh, that sounds nice. I wish I was staying on campus. His annoyed expression changes. Oh, you poor little lamb. His voice drips with sarcasm. That pose is very funny, Mateo. Kane really didn't tell you anything, did he? Look, Anna-sama, I'd love to watch you stand out here till the sun goes down and you start shivering in your little school uniform. Jack smirks. Honestly, just imagining it is pretty funny, huh? The smile drops from his face. Your parents aren't coming for you. Damn! He says to me in deadpan before continuing. Come on, we need to get to the dorm before it gets too cold out? Kane only gave us summer uniforms. As chill travels through the air, and I shiver in place, Jack shivers too. Aya! Matte. Why is he getting mad? I didn't even do anything, Matte. I'm losing my patience. He glares at me. Just I'm telling you, I don't have any housing on campus. My parents are picking me up. Jax just sighs. He just don't know when to give up. He lowers before walking away from me. Suit yourself, new kid. He walks up to the door. I didn't even do this! Matte. Also, I love how the characters like pop up and down. I'll show him. My parents will be here soon. We're gonna be abandoned, aren't we, chat? Cafe Potential never came for me, Matte. An hour passes. The sun begins to sink below the horizon. Dang. Another hour passes. The moon is visible and the sky is darkening. It's getting really cold out here. Like, really cold. I like the way Jax when he left me standing here. A nice warm room sounds really good right now. Where are they? I stick it out another half hour before sighing, frustrated. Did they forget about me? I walk towards the dorm, seeking shelter in the plain building. Matte. We're an NPC, aren't we? Just like the croc. That could be the case, actually. Wait, that's a good point. I was kind of thinking about that because I was like, wait a second. How would this work otherwise? Hi, Snake Guy. Welcome. Eat the parasocial chipmunk. Matte. I'm not Matte with Jax. 지금요, no. 맞다. respectfully perceive jokes, okay? I am not the parasocial, no. Did you see the last episode leaking the other day? I did hear about that, but I have not yet been spoiled, thankfully, Dania. I've been very, very careful about it recently. Hi, it's 2011, welcome. I thought our lure was that we didn't have it. Oh, wait, you have a plane up there. Yeah, I forgot about that, Oh, it said our parents went through a tragic event. Not that they're being... Oh, naruhodo. I see. Also, can we take a moment for the fact that the different rooms are like styled like the blah blah blah? The different characters down here. It's like Zudo, Pomni. I honestly cannot tell the rest of them. As I do, I run into Jax. Why was he heading out? The better question is, why is he still in the uniform up there? Finally come to your senses, little kid? He asks, sounding tired? No, I just stepped inside because my parents forgot to pick me up. They'll be here any moment. Jack's eyes narrow in annoyance as he drags a yellow-gloved hand across his face in exasperation. Listen, you kid, get it through your head. There is no outside world. Dun dun dun. There's the school. He points to the large brick building across from where we were, or are. The dorms. He points to the building where we're standing in, and that's it. He mutters something under his breath. Okay then. But if these are the only two places, why were you going outside? That is... Oya, mate. His face flushes and he turns away from me. Tsundere dane. Tsundere dane. I just wanted some fresh air. Yeah, I see. It's pretty cold outside though. Okay, well if everyone stays here, then I should have a room here. Show me my room if I'm supposed to stay here. Are we just gonna, like, accept that explanation without worrying about it? Mate. I am comfortable in my undefeatable logic. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's go find your room so I can stop babysitting you. Yeah? Mate. Jax grabs my hand in his as he hauls me through the hallways, but I'm not complaining. Ew. Just another way for us to hang out together. As we walk through the hallways, 1,000 questions rushed through my head, Nani. We pass a traditional Japanese-style door. Gingo. We pass a door that's half blue and half red, Nani. So basically, bro was giving us like a really nonchalant tour down there. What? Hand-holding down there? It's only been like not even a day since we've known each other and we're already hand-holding. I wonder if Anna-sama is the type in an otome game to poke the blushing love interest and say you don't... You like me, don't you? Yeah, mate. Okay, I kind of mentioned this on stream before, but I do have a tiny, like weakness for the tsundere. Like a character type down here. My. We pass a dark door with a black and yellow caution tape crisscrossing around it. Yeah. Okay, I was not expecting that, actually. That's so edgy, not there. We pass a door that looks like it belongs in a ranch-style home. Aquaticana. Ragata. We pass a sleek door with the bright geometrical shapes all over it. Zubo. We come to the end of the hallway, finding a plain wooden door with a brass nameplate listing my name. And this must be you. I stand there in stunned disappointment. Yeah, we have a very basic NPC room down here. Or not a room, but a door. Are you going in, or... He sort of looks annoyed, and I haven't opened the room. He looks sort of annoyed that I haven't opened the room yet. I twist the handle and open my bland door into an equally bland room. Yeah, there really is nothing in this room. The Shima-tsun one? No, I am not Tsun. No. Okay, just to, how do I say you? To clarify, I am not Tsun. No. I like Tsun, but I am not Tsun. No. I am not the tsundere. No. Matta. She's a Tsun. Yeah, matte. Tsun lover. Maybe. Okay, I just like characters that, yeah, no, I can't justify this, not there. It has to be like a certain kind of tsundere, though, okay? Cause, like, I don't like the tsundere kind where they're, like, Superman all the time. But rather the, like, tsundere where the guy, like, blushes a lot, yeah? Oh my. I don't know if that makes any sense, though. If a Sun loves another Sun, is it Sun squared? I like characters that fight back a little bit. Naruhodo. A gray mattress sits atop a wooden bed frame with a plain white pillow. A dark green comforter with the split album on it has been neatly folded. In the back right corner, a beaten up metal desk sits with a computer that looks almost as old as the desk. A neat stack of papers and a set of black pens and pencils have also been provided. Wow, pretty boring, Danny. I try to look around the room for anything to dispute these words, but come empty. He walks to the center of the room and looks around at the plain interior. Mate. I'm not getting the NPC allegations like this one is crazy, mate. So are we like canonically an NPC then? Gama. We must be. Okay. Confirm we're not like a new circus member down here. We're just an NPC. Just a little bit. Yeah? NPC, huh? You think Kane would have put a movie poster or something up? Guess he thinks you're boring, huh? Anna, someone... Oi, Timmy. No, I'm sure my parents just... Jax has stopped listening by this point and is striding out of my room? What a waste of time. Wait, Jax, are you gonna say good... Jax slams the door in the middle of my sentence. I give up on any expectations I have for Jax being polite. Does that mean... Okay. Mayhaps. Does that mean he's maybe possibly a red flag? Mate? I fear he may be a red flag, Chipmates. But don't worry, we can fix him maybe. he skipped out on saying goodbye for a day, I feel like I might be making a connection with Jax. Yeah, we held hands, guys. It's fine. Maybe. I lay down on my bed to feed it and abide the day. It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep. It doesn't feel like I was sleeping long, but the lights in my room flash on, as if overridden by some remote console. The room to my dorm flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkle in. The cold shoulder done, right. No, sad that it might be right. Jax knew what I was thinking. I'm gonna assume we're meeting right now. If we're any NPCs, we're the best. Oh, if we're any NPCs, we're the best NPC. What the? Okay, doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my darling toy box characters. Principal Kane announces from what sounds like the hallway. Well, time to investigate. Oh, he's levitating. I mean, he usually, I guess, is levitating, but the T-pose is sending me. Kane, what the? Are you trying to pull this late at night? Ha, Zubo. His laugh is fast, forced, and mimic, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky I even let you get sleep. This he blurts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because, even with the culture fair pulling and new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Also, does the game have a body pillow? This is why I've secured us a sponsorship. He stretches out the last word, using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce all of you to... A drum roll plays from somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Kane is talking about. The Wacky Watch. As you can see, the vendors for the Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now we have the perfect setting. Teen drama. but we're adults. I'm actually... Now, Gangle. I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixing a Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glance down. To my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the... And don't try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrist with a very special adhesive. And if you do try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them. I can hear Gangle beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her Wacky Watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wristwatch stays affixed to her, while stretching like a rubber band as she pulls the watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. Kane, I can't remove the arm with the what? Naruhodone. I can't remove the arm with the Wacky Watch. What the? Principal Kane ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding we need to make it to the 5, Day 5! In the culture fair, I need you wearing the watches at all times. Luckily, I secure a deal where I won't need all of you to do ad reads. But it's still of paramount importance that none of you insult or try to disable your wacky watchers. Good luck with school life, and can't wait to see what you do at the culture fair. Bye! He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds in on itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. What the? Someone married yet? No. Just romancing. We haven't even made it past day 1 yet. Foreshadowing how evil Kane would become. Yeah. Well, I know it isn't ideal, but at least we can all talk to each other now. Should make communicating about the culture fair easier. But the sound of breaking glass, Gangle's comedy mask shatters and falls from her face. Tears well up in her eyes. I don't want a wacky watch. Seeing the situation unfolding before her, Pomni pipes up. Well, I think it could be useful. And look, Gangle, there's even a picture chat function where you can send people things you draw. Pomni goes over to Gangle, lifting her wrists and pointing to the picture of the chat feature. But that's kind of nice. Gangle sniffles. Yeah, that's the spirit. Pomni, now let's all get some sleep before we start class again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jax's door? What the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take his frustration. Take out his frustration on! Okay, this does sound like a toxic relationship. I flick my dorm light off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a text from Jax. He sent his avatar to a picture. Eh? He has set his avatar to a picture of himself flipping off the camera. What the heck is up with this stupid watch? Why can't I take it off? I did not consent to this. I laugh. That sounds like the Jax I know. You didn't. Damn, we don't even have a profile photo. Dang. I mean, I know we're an NPC, but why are we so bland? You didn't miss much. Apparently, Principal Kane took a sponsorship from Wacky Watch to keep the school open or something. And now they're physically stuck on us. They really are. This sucks. Yeah, but at least we can text each other whenever, right? I guess. Damn. Hope you sleep well tonight, even though Kane stuck these wacky watches on us. I wait several minutes for a response, but nothing. I begin to pull the sheets over my head when the wacky watch buzzes with another text from Jax. Whatever, nighty-night, new kid. Don't let the centipedes bite. As I get to sleep, I cherish the bond that Jax and I have built today. Even if that bond is very, maybe toxic. Danny. I can't wait to find out what sort of trouble we can get into tomorrow. Day 1 complete! Yay! Patsy, patsy, patsy! What the? I yawn as I awake in my room. The clock on my wacky watch says it's morning, but the only way I can tell is from the sliver of sunlight peeking from under my door. Give it a butty in chai. I slide my school-issued pajamas off. You have school-issued pajamas? And look into the closet. Damn. All exact same outfit. Oh, there's a note from Kane. A series of perfectly pressed school uniforms are there. The little tag on the sleeve of the nearest one. I take a closer look. I love that Kane's signature has a little heart. Also, is our hand gray on that day? Why is it gray? Looks like Kane left me a note. So are we not like the wooden? I thought we'd be like one of the wooden NPCs. Hi, Anna-sama. This is Principal Kane. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you have been provided a set of uniforms free of charge. The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. Looks like you and Jax have been spending a time together, and everyone's talking. That sort of drama-seeking, desperate, mismatched energy is exactly what we need to keep our studio audience engaged. Remember, if Jax pushes you away, it's because he wants you to try even harder too. So evidently Kane ships this down here. Naruhodo ne. As I pull my uniform over my wacky watch, I glance down at it. I have a text from Jax. You headed to school yet? I spy Jax as I stumble out of my room, still slipping my foot into my shoe. Jax, wait up! You wanted to walk to school together, right? Sound advice from Kane is always right. It's canon now. Kane approves R.I.P. Pomni. No! What have I done? Jax looks up from his watch, pausing for a moment. Why? He notices me. Oh, it's you. He's doing a great job of hiding how excited he must be to walk to school. Damn! Okay, we have a big ego. Wait. Yep, I'm ready to walk to school with you. Jax looks confused for a moment before slowing down. Don't remember saying I was gonna walk to school with you, but whatever. Tsundere dane, tsum. He waits as I catch up. I'll catch up with him. What's on the agenda for today? Yeah? Are we gonna pull another epic prank today? Jax shrugs. Hadn't thought that far ahead yet, but I'll come up with something. We step out into the crispy early autumn air. What about you, new kid? You got any plans today? Well, I was thinking about working on the culture fair project that Principal Kane asked us to do. I trail off as Jax shoots me a sharp look. That was the wrong thing to say. But that's stupid, so I was going to help out with whatever you want to do today. Jax's smirk is back and wide as ever. Yeah. Careful, new kid. Keep hanging out with me, and the rest of the class really will hate you. Oh boy. Gulp indeed. We get to the school entrance just as the last bell rings. Jax turns to me as I start to follow him up the main stairwell of the class. If you're really cool, you'll go to the cafeteria and bring me something for breakfast. I don't want to be late to homeroom. I think to complain about how I'll be late if I get Jax breakfast. Give me something like an omelet and a bottle of orange juice. Wait, don't they not need to eat in the circus anyways? Mate. At this point, he told me his order. It would be rude not to. Not really, mate. Bata. I step into the cafeteria to see a crowd of students at various breakfast places. Evidently, none of the other students here care about being late. to the front of the line. I'm already 30 minutes late to class. Dang. One omelet, please, and an orange juice. The staff member behind the counter tells me the price. But that's all my money for lunch. Sorry, kid. No money, no omelet. I don't want to get... I don't want to get this stupid omelet, but... I'd just be going to class late and empty-handed if I don't say yes. Okay, give me the omelet. It takes a bit longer for them to make an omelet, but eventually I collect my orange juice and omelet before heading to homeroom. And that's where we get the English phrase, raining cats and... Mr. Kinger turns to me. Anna-sama, nice of you to join us. His enthusiasm seems genuine. Ragatha gives me a concerned look. Did Jax make you bring him that omelet? Oh, real nice, Raggy. So because the new kid wants to get on my good side, I made him do it? Time to clear things up. Oh no. Okay. I feel like it definitely has to be the second option then, yeah. Cause the first one's more like for Ragatha, and the second one's definitely for Jax then, yeah. Unfortunately done, yeah. What the? Yeah, definitely there's a lot of conflicting emotions in this route. Half of me wants to go with like what I personally would do, but the other half of me wants to win Jax's route done, yeah. As an otoke enthusiast done, yeah. Alrighty, I think we're gonna go ahead and just say, yeah, I did this on my own. Although it kind of pains me. I hope I'm doing this right, Mate. See, Dollface? The new kid wanted to bring me breakfast. Oh my. That isn't, I mean... Ragatha turns to me. Try not to be late to class, please. No, don't say that to Ragatha! I don't mean it, Ragatha. I would never say that to you. Whatever. She looks hurt by my response, but Jax is smiling. Yucks for mean! We got on Jax's good side, but at what cost? Jax pats the seat next to him, discreetly taking my breakfast from me. After a few minutes, Ragatha spots Jax eating the omelet and wheels on us. See? She raises her hand. Kinger, Anna-sama said they brought lunch for themselves, but Jax is eating it. He seems genuinely panicked by this prospect. I definitely did not skip any dialogue that did not happen. Jax is eating, I mean, Anna-sama brought breakfast. And now Jax is... Mr. Kiko turns around. Everything is fine. He gives her a reassuring smile. Ragatha stares for a few moments before sulking, burying her face in her arms as she leans forward on her desk. Never mind, I give up. She crawls into her arms. Jax and I share a conspiratorial room. The lunch bell rings, dismissing the class. I make my way to the lunchroom. Oh, but now we don't have monies. As I'm exiting the lunchroom with my tray, I spot Jax. Why does he look insane, Mate? He's eyeing Gangle like a lion stalking its prey when I catch up to him? Or like a bunny stalking its carrot? I spent a few moments racking my brain for something that might not be hunted by a bunny before Jax notices me. Oh no, kid. Good thing I think you can help me out, yeah? Good, I think you can help me out. Can you keep Gangle busy for a little bit? I want to try something funny. I nod. I walk up to Gangle. So, anime, huh? What? She looks genuinely confused, which makes sense. This is the... This is one of the first times I've ever talked to her. Luckily, I'm a master of subversion. You know? Anime. It's the happening thing? It's hard to be this cool. I guess? She must be intimidated by my charisma and looks. Time to dial it back a little. What is this? Not there. The Jaxa the lore? So anime, huh, bruh? Yeah, if you say so. I mean, I think it's cool. Huh, I honestly didn't expect that from you, Anna-sama. Well, if you want to talk about anime, I guess I have a moment. She smiles at me and attempts to disarm me. That won't work. I feel like we're definitely overanalyzing Gangle. Which anime do you like? You know, the cool ones. Oh my. She called my bluff. Red alert, red alert. The cool ones? I stumble over my words for a second. How about you tell me about the ones you like? Huh? Don't get me started. I like Yo-Yo Hot Choco. Quagun. Uzumaki Ninja. Inuyasha. Okay, I kinda... Okay. I see what they're doing here. I keep nodding and smiling as Jax sneaks up behind Gangle. A shop vac in hand? And a dark grin on his face. He's just about to press the power button. Is that Tsubo? And they're holding a corn cob? Jack's eyes fly wide as he notices them, stepping back slowly but tripping over the shop vac. The liquid goes flying as my poor companion trips over it, thus taking his entire body. Slice of life. Slice of life animes of the world. I see what you're referencing. I see what you're referencing. It's hard to understand. For the record, I do enjoy a good slice of life anime nani. But I see you. I know what you're referencing. Very accurate reference indeed. Gangle turns around to see what the commotion is, and I rush to Jax's side. Leave Gangle alone, or this won't be the last time you see a corn cob in an unwelcome location. Oh. Jax is still spluttering. Covered in dust, Kane himself has to come out of his office to see what the chaos is about. What's going on here? Yo, Anna-sama, tell me what happened. Oh no. Jax was trying to mess with Gangle. Zubo stopped him. Jax was walking around when Zubo attacked him with the... My morals are being corrupted. Okay, you ready, Chipmates? I'm gonna start the poll. 1 or 2? Do I just keep going with 1 it's like favorable for Jax? Kana, maybe? Is there the old fan theory that he's afraid of corn? Yeah, afraid of corn? I think it's actually a canon event now from episode, I want to say 7? Or maybe it's 6, done here? Shima does come from the Elven and the Chimos anime. 違うよ、ないない。Do we call it the honest response or the advancing Jax's route response? That seems to be like the common thing here, Daniel. Okay, we're gonna make enemies with everyone but Jax, evidently, but okay, in order to clear his route, we're gonna have to do what's necessary down here. For the record, I would personally choose this one, but this one's probably the right one for the route down here. Oh my. I just really want to see the CG Anna. I'm being called out. I do want to see the CGs. I'm weak to the CGs. Oh my. I fear that is correct. I fear 2022 Anna-sama and 2026 Anna-sama still think alike, Daniel. Unfortunately, Daniel. See, chat, that's why I prepared the hammer ahead of time, okay? The bonking. Jax looks confused for a moment, but then grins as he realizes I'm getting us both out of this. Yeah, that's right. I was just trying to clean and Zubul over here attacked me. Are you seriously implying? Now, Zubul, you really shouldn't be harassing the cleaning staff. Jax here asked me earlier if you could use this shop vac to clean one of the tops of the walkers. I was surprised but impressed by his go-getter attitude. Shame on you for disrupting his cleaning activities. Kane, that's not what I... Chop, Zubul, you're coming to my office. Oh no. You're coming to my office while I decide what to do with you. In the meantime, Bubble... He claps his hands. Okay, why is Bubble so cute in this style? Bubble manifests out of seemingly nowhere. What's up? Clean this up. Bubble opens his mouth, extending an unnaturally large tongue and begins to lick up the dust from the shop vac. Kane stands there, his jaw agape. Why are you like this? What the? I really do appreciate how there's so many references in the game up to the original series. By this point, Gable has made herself scarce, and Zubul is stomping off to the principal's office. As you were, Jackson Anna-sama. We make ourselves scarce as well, heading to the school entrance as the bell rings. Well, that was a bust. At least we got Zubul put away. Damn. Hey, Jax, what happened back there? What are you talking about? He gives me a confused look. The, corn thing. Don't know what you're talking about. He tries to keep walking. Oh no, Jax, you're not getting away that easily. I grabbed a small corn cob off my lunch tray and pointed it at him. His eyes widen. Put that down. I smirk. Aha, so you are scared. He ducks his head, looking to see if anyone is in earshot around us before addressing me. Nani? Mama. The Zun is real. But fine, yeah. don't like corn. The seemingly unflappable Jax has been flapped. Still, he's obviously uncomfortable, so I toss the corn into the nearest trash bin. So, what is it with corn? Do you not like the color yellow? I can't fully stifle my laughter at the thought of someone like Jax being afraid of corn. He hears me and gives me an annoyed look. My gloves are yellow, new kid. And his eyes and mouth and... Good point. What is it then? He waits until we are significantly away from the other students before answering me. All the little kernels are just... Ugh. He gives me a revolted expression before smirking. But don't think you have the upper hand just because you know this about me, new kid. I'll find out what bugs you. Oh no. Crazy expression. I shrug, trying to play cool like him. Nothing scares me. Jax grins at me. I don't bite out for a second. Don't worry, I'll find out. I gulp. Anyways, new kid, you heading back to the dorms? Yeah, I don't have anything else to do today. Well, me too. I stand awkward for a moment before going for it. Do you wanna walk back together? He raises an eyebrow at me before returning to his normal demeanor. Yeah, why not, Anna-sama? You said my name! Oh, I guess I did. So, new kid is so, I don't know, cumbersome anyway. I was just screwing with you. I know, I just like hearing you say my name. Jax gives me a pointed look. You made it weird, new kid. Jax sighs. But hey, you can at least distract people, so you're not entirely useless to me. So I guess I'll keep you company on the way back since nobody else will. Yep, that's for sure after today. What the? To be fair, I don't like corn too. Not a whole name. I see. I think Anna does not like tomatoes, I think. Why do the Chipmates remember my weaknesses, Mate? Why do I sense there's an uprising, Mate? Okay. I'm not afraid of tomatoes though, I just don't like them, Nanya. I like them if they're cooked into something, but not necessarily raw, Nanya. Raw tomatoes are no go for me, but if they're cooked into something, usually it's okay, You know, someone's got one foot in the door. We make our way back to the dorms. The chill air causes us to shiver, and run for the entrance. As we reach the building, we're both out of breath. Kane in these dummy uniforms. He mutters between breaths. I shiver. I could go for hot tea. We're hot chocolate right now. I rub my hands together as I make my way up the stairs to my dorm. It's too bad I don't have a kettle or anything. Not very... Okay, to be fair, that's not very Anna-core. I think out loud. Jax looks at me. You know there's a kitchen in the lounge, right? It has, everything you just mentioned. I blinked at Jax. You... didn't know that? Jax, I got here literally yesterday, okay? You'd be so lost without me, Anna-sama. It's kind of embarrassing. He motions for me to follow him? I didn't ask him to show me, but I can't lie. I appreciate his help as he leads me down the staircase. Okay, why does the lounge have more personality than our bedroom? What the? It's a pretty nice lounge, all things considered. I made my way to the kitchen. Oh, wait to the kitchenette. The cupboard down there has the tea and whatever else. He points at the lower cabinet before throwing himself on one of the couches. I open up the cabinet to see an assortment of different teas and drink mixes. I look for one to try. As I'm reading around under the cupboard, I peek around the lounge. To my surprise, Jax is still hanging out here and hasn't left the room yet. I decided not to question it and just enjoy the shared moment. Should I make you tea or something? Why is this like the most Anna-sama core thing that has happened in this game? Because I would do this actually. Accurate Anna-sama depiction done. Uprising, I don't know even. Stop spamming the tomato emoji, mate. Oi! Jax looks over at me from the couch. I expect a quip or some smart remark, but instead he simply shrugs. Okay, that is not tea, but okay. Shall I take a coffee black? I nod. I make myself some tea, and once I'm done, I make coffee for Jax. I can't help but feel a little happy to be spending time with Jax in a more casual environment. For his part, Jax seems more relaxed too. Or maybe he's just tired. Too tired to pick on anybody. It's a nice moment. I finish up and start bringing the drinks over. As I carry the drinks over, I notice Jack's been weirdly quiet. I go over to the couch to check on him. Sure enough, he has fallen asleep. Yatta! Nice, huh? Okay, that's a good sign that we're on the right track, probably. I can't help but stare for a moment. Guess it takes a lot of energy to terrorize your classmates all day. Jax underestimates MC's ego? He doesn't know he's gonna be the one who needs us? Let the toxicity simmer. Thank you for the bachi in chai. What the? Probably done him, right? He looks so peaceful. And we ruined it. I'm so caught up in my own thoughts that I end up tripping over my feet, dropping the drinks all over the wooden floor. Oh, I'm sorry I tripped and spilled everything. Oh no, why do I have a bad feeling about this, Mati? Do I need the small Anna? The small Anna sensor? No, I don't think this game... I genuinely do not think this game gets unsafe, probably. The banana? I try to explain myself, tea and coffee running down the front of my shirt. Jax has his hand on his head, still a little groggy from his cat nap. Or would it be a bunny nap? Huh? He looks down at me as I start to pick up the broken pieces of the mug. Wow, Anna-sama. This is not true, okay? This is Anna-sama propaganda. You can't even make tea or coffee without messing up. That's not true. Okay. He chuckles, slow clapping. Yeah. I rub the back of my neck embarrassed. Is there a mop or anything like that here? I feel bad leaving a mess. But I feel bad about it. Dang, this guy. Okay, does he not have morals? Not there. I know it's a bit late to be saying that, but just don't bother cleaning it up. But what if someone slips and falls? That would be pretty funny, right? No? I pick myself up off the floor, determined to find a mop or rag or something to clean up the mess I made. I see what looks like a closet, the door slightly ajar on the opposite side of the lounge. Maybe there's a mop in there? Jax watches me, annoyed as I open the door and look around the closet. It's roomier than expected. Still cramped though. I see some cleaning supplies. I'm definitely in the right area. I rummage around a bit, not noticing Jax has approached the entrance of the closet, his arms crossed. It's above you. He eventually pipes up, pointing to the top shelf after watching me struggle. Huh? Oh? On the top shelf, a mop sits tucked behind some boxes. No skeletons on you. Wrong game. Since there's a mop like that, I try to reach for it, but it's pretty hard to get a grasp on it. Tucked behind all this junk, I can't even continue to struggle before Jax walks past me, taking pity on me. He rolls his eyes as he steps past me. I can't watch this anymore. Move. He enters the closet, the door closing behind him as he reaches over to grab the mop out from behind the boxes. Here. He stands pushing the mop into my hands. Inandi. I blush a bit, embarrassed at how much I've been relying on Jax. Thanks. I'm sorry I spilled our drinks. Stop apologizing so much, it's annoying. He says, twisting at the knob of the closet. Oh no! I fear I have read enough shoujo manga to know where this trope is going. As there's sirens in the background. I'm sure the mic is picking that up. He tugs the knob a little harder. Yeah, the sirens are paid actors, then, yeah. No, you've got to be kidding me. He shakes his head, pulling at the knob vigorously. It's locked? I feel my chest tightening up. Come on. Jack starts banging on the door, pulling more violently. The door shakes on its hinges, but with no luck. We're showered with old paint chips in the crumbling ceiling? We're locked in here? I feel the breath leave my lungs as I clutch the mop to my chest. This would happen to me. I barely hear him. My ears are still ringing as a panic starts to set in. My breath comes in ragged gusts as my heart hammers against my ribcage. Suddenly, I lose my balance. Damn, why are we so dramatic up there? What the, huh? Clutching the mop as I back into the wall, sinking to the ground. The no-loot police. The no-loot police is crazy, man. The way I was going as soon as it said the door closed. Nah, hold on here. Whoa, hey. Anna-sama, calm down. Oh god, we're gonna die in here. I continue to hyperventilate. Damn, I'm really dramatic down here. We're gonna die in here. I can't breathe. Jax kneels down next to me, smirking. Not scared of anything. Hold on here. So we're claustrophobic. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Not scared of anything, huh? This is not funny. I eke out with the last of my breath. Jax lets out a sigh. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere with you freaking out like that. He sits against the door facing me. Just breathe. I'm trying. Well, I don't know. Close your eyes then. Stop freaking out. He tosses his jacket over my head. Imagine you're on a wide open rooftop or wherever your happy place is. I can't breathe in here. I manage as I cover my ears with my hands, clenching my eyes shut as I try to imagine I'm in a wide open meadow. It's surprisingly helpful. My breathing shifts from a ragged panicked gasps into a slow, peaceful rhythm. You alright? Can't talk. Just breathing. I hate to admit it, but if I do anything but focus on deep breaths, I might start to panic again. I'm barely able to muster the strength to talk. How long do you think until someone finds us? Who knows? He looks up at the ceiling and chuckles. I bet if they knew I was in here, they wouldn't bother opening the door. Dang, the dramatic BGM! Dun dun dun! He laughs again. Bro, you kind of did that to yourself, though. Mate. It's a hollow laugh. But right now, I can only focus on me. My head is planted firmly on my knees as I continue to clench my eyes shut. Don't you have any friends here at school? Jax goes quiet. Well, definitely not Ragatha. She's way too fake and annoyingly positive. She's always trying to pretend everything is great and awesome. It's exhausting. Dangle is just sad all the time. Not like she has a backbone. I mean, she is made of ribbon. Sobel just chooses to be difficult to get along with. They're really a stick in the mud. Pomni's alright. But she's always worrying about what everyone else thinks. See, okay, funny buddy lives on, okay? Jack's confession about how he feels about his classmates distracts me from a cramped situation. If only for a few moments. Wow. Is there really nobody at this school you like? Ew, mate. Jax remains silent as he looks away, a tinge of red on his cheeks. Oya? I can't help but blush myself before putting my head back into my knees. What was that? Suddenly, Kim pops out of thin air. His booming voice makes us both jump. There you two are. Thought you could get past the curfew rule by hiding in here, huh, you little scamps? For some reason, he pops up inside of the cramped space of the closet instead of opening the door. With a snap, we're instantly transported to our respective rooms. I feel relieved being back in my spacious room. I fall back into my bed, completely worn out from the whole ordeal. Still, I can't stop thinking about what Jack said. And what he didn't say. Oya? Why was he so quiet after I asked him if he liked anybody? He couldn't have meant nah. I wrap my pillow around my head as I stare at the wall. Surely not. I must be delusional. As I get under the covers for the night, I can't help but think about what or who he could have meant. Day 2 complete, Bonnie. What the time? Somebody's touching feels right. Oh yeah, they didn't have the watches. Can't they just message from... Wait, that's actually very true. Why didn't I think of that? Wait. That's actually a very good point. Why didn't they just message someone? I wonder if they have like Kinger's information as well. Mr. Kinger? I wake up to the usual alarm and get ready for the day. It takes a little longer than usual. I didn't sleep well last night. I couldn't stop thinking about what Jack said yesterday. I brushed my teeth and put on my uniform. my surprise, I hear a knock at my door. I think for a few moments about who it could be before deciding to just open it and remove the mystery. To my surprise, it's Jax. He leans on the door frame, grinning his usual confident grin. Rise and shine, Anna-sama, ready to head out? I'm a little flustered as I try to find my words, finishing pulling on my uniform, and suddenly very concerned about making sure everything is neat and covered. Oh, yeah. I was just going to try and pick up something to eat real quick before class. I don't want to be late again. Jax rolls his eyes. Right, it was so funny yesterday. He's still wearing that same confident grin. I giggle awkwardly. Yeah, but I don't want to make a habit of being late. I turn and I lock my door while Jax waits for me. Once I'm sure the dorm is locked up, we start walking to school together. The fall air is cool against me. I shiver again. You were right, these uniforms do suck. Jax nods. Yep, when Kane designed this school, it was early spring. Then the seasons just kept going and we couldn't convince him to make us new uniforms. Said to put it in the suggestion box. And yeah, wait, 맞대요? 왔다. I think I'm almost out of 왔다. 맞대요? Yeah. And I guess he forgot to put one up because we never found one. We ended up having to just ditch the blazers for the summer. But you can't do anything about the cold. He shivers, rubbing his arms, his breath visible on the autumn air. I lean in a little close and Jax didn't stop. Oh yeah. And Jax doesn't stop me. Damn. He doesn't acknowledge the shared warmth, but honestly, not being kept at arm's length feels like progress. Tsundere da ne. Meccha tsundere janai desu ka? Until we enter the school, he moves in front of me, keeping a safe distance between us as we walk into the school. You're getting breakfast or heading to a homeroom then, new kid? I'm gonna grab something real quick. Alright, I'm not hungry, but I don't really care about being late either. I'll wait outside the cafeteria, I guess. I nod, smiling to myself. I duck into the cafeteria. All the lines are crowded, and I don't know. And I know Jack said he would wait, but I don't want to test his patience. There's a wicker basket of granola bars with a note card and a friend saying, "Student Health Week, take one." I snag one from the basket before turning back to the cafeteria entrance. You get something? I look down at my humble granola bar. Yup. Good, let's get going. We ascend the main stairwell, entering homeroom at an appropriate time today. See, we are fixing him, child, okay? I munch on the granola bar where I take my seat. Jax takes the desk behind me? Huh? I turn to look at Jax. You're sitting behind me today? Jax flashes me a grin. You're so observant today, Anna-sama. He rolls his eyes. Oi. What's the problem? Don't trust me? I turn to face the front of the class as Mr. Kinger starts his lecture on English. But I can't help but feel a little nervous. Periodically reaching behind my neck to feel for any gum or something. I guess I still don't trust Jax. Dang. Once I finally manage to focus on class, I feel somebody poking my elbow. Looking down, I see a small folded up piece of paper being passed to me from behind. Must be Jax. I give him a confused look before taking it as discreetly as possible. me. Not the Kinger slander. We're worming our way in, it's working. Oh my. We're ready at the liquid, Donnie. Unfolding the paper reveals a crudely drawn sketch of Mr. Kinger, a speech bubble over his head that reads blah blah blah, I'm so boring. I stifle a chuckle, adding my own contribution. I've never been very good at art, but I did my best to draw Ragatha. Why are we attacking Ragatha like this? Nande? Killjoy. She comes up looking pretty botched. I draw her nose all wrong and end up shading it black. Her hair looks like a bunch of rectangles exploding out of her head. And I get which side of the button is wrong. Oh, you... I get which side the button is on wrong. But I hope it gets the point across and I add an arrow with the words Killjoy. Just before I hand it back, I add another arrow with the word boring written on it. Dang! I pass the note back and Jax quickly swipes it for me. I hear him let out a small exhale through his nose before the sound of his pencil scratches again. He takes some time before passing the note back. Okay, that's crazy. How did he draw that so fast? Damn. I opened the note to see what he was working on. This time there's a sketch of him in a large truck heading for the previously drawn sketches. There's a speech bubble coming from the truck saying incoming. There's also a small pretty much right he added by my sketch. Not sure if that's a compliment or not. I start my own contribution when Mr. Kinger walks by my desk. Do you have your homework, Anna-sama? I try to cover up the sketches, but Mr. Kinger sees the paper and quickly snatches it up. This isn't homework. He eyes it for a moment. Wow, Anna-sama, you're a pretty good artist. Except your Ragatha could use some work. Huh? Mr. Kinger continues taking up the homework, and our sketches along with them. Crisis averted? I shoot a relieved look at Jax, who's covering his mouth, trying to hide an amused smirk. Before we can question about it anymore, the lunch bell rings. I follow Jax out to the nearby stairwell. Wow, that was close. Thank goodness Mr. Kinger doesn't seem to have all his marbles. I chuckle. Yeah, our teacher has a few screws loose. He traces a circle around his temple as he bobs his head from side to side before continuing. Anyway, listen up, Anna-sama. I have a really good prank idea for today. I perk up. Jax reaches into his blazer pocket and pulls out a little red bottle. Oh no. I managed to get my hands on Satan's bottle. Ghost pepper sauce today. Even a few drops of this is supposed to make it taste nothing but fire for a week? Whoa. Where did he get something like that? I reach for the pile instinctively. Jax pulls it back, holding it far above my head. Wasn't easy to get this, Anna-sama. He tucks it back into the interior pocket of his blazer. Besides, guess what today is? Wednesday? It's mystery meat day at the cafeteria. Just a few drops of this little guy in a pot, and everyone's mouth will be on fire. Come on. This should be good. Yabai na. He beckons me to follow, and I sizzle without question. acceptable at all. Driving in my car right after a beer reminds me of that. We head for the cafeteria but stop in our tracks. Whoa! Poor Pomni. Looks like everyone has decided to work on their culture fair projects in the cafeteria today. What? Okay. A few tables have been cleared where Gango and Zubo work on a large paper mache sculpture. 待ってよ。Please quick 待ってよ。OK、多分大丈夫だと思うんだけど、待ってよ。Okay, sorry about that. I had a voice crack and I'm almost out of water, so I had to throw my head back to get more water out of my water bottle. Pomni sits at a nearby table reading a few thick books from the library and taking notes. Probably still trying to figure out what a culture fair is. Rakata looks like she's putting together a stall from pieces of wooden nails. It looks like everyone is in there. Jack shakes his head, grinning even wider. This is perfect. I bet they're all gonna eat there together too. Eat here together too? We just need to find a way to discreetly slip into the kitchen. Even as we cast a glance around in wide open view, all of our classmates are so engrossed in their own projects they don't even notice us. I whistle subtly. We could probably just walk right in. Jack shrugs. Worth a shot. Jax and I walk up casually as possible to the kitchen door. He opens it a crack before ushering me in. That was surprisingly easy. Whoa, is that? I can barely get their words out. The mystery me that. Okay, this is kind of a cliffhanger, but I'm gonna put the be right back screen on real quickly to get a little bit more water and to powder my nose down here. So I'll be right back. I'll make it very, very quickly. Very quick, okay? Matte. Alrighty, I'll be right back, okay, Chipmates? Wow. Let me turn off my fancy BGM if it did not turn off. Thank you for waiting, everybody. I got more wata. Let me get a little bit more to drink, actually. Yeah, I'm definitely a tad bit parched from all the reading. Welcome back, thank you. Thank you for all the welcome backs in chat. I appreciate it. Celeste, stop by. Hi, Celeste. Welcome. Alright, yeah. With that being said, let me turn off my fancy BGM. Not that there's really any audio coming from the game right this second, but... Oh, righty, where were we? The mystery meat vat. Terrible, isn't it? He says with a grin. And it comes out of a hose? His face deadens in abject dread of the implications of that. I break the awkward silence that falls between us. That sure is a lot of meat. Jack shakes the dread off as he returns to his normal grandma. Alright, help me find out how to get it in there. Jack's gloved hands scrabble over the sealed vat for any type of opening. I stand there just sort of watching for a few minutes as Jax tries and fails to open a fine opening he was looking for. What the? There's gotta be a valve or something. He grunts as he tries to pry at the door on the side that has been wielded shut. How do you open this thing? Maybe there's pressure relief valve or something. Some kind of button opens it? I look around the tank underneath, finding some buttons and a lever. Hey, buttons! Jax pushes me aside to access the hidden panel. Let me see that. He stares at the panel for a few moments. Jax starts pushing random buttons? Are you sure that's a good idea? A metallic whirling sound begins as the tank controls seem to come to life. A hose begins to quilt and whip around as thick brown sludgy stream of mystery meat comes flowing out. Ew! Uh-oh. Turn it off! I scream, panicking as the sludge begins to flow towards us. Right. He tries another button. The hose begins to whip around like a snake at its final moments. Molten meat sludge sprays all over the room at higher volume than before. Please stop hitting random buttons. I tuck my head under my arms as I duck. We gotta get out of here. Jax and I rush for the door, dodging jets of hot meat juice while making our desperate escape. We burst out of the door like a bat out of hell. The hose has a mind of its own, the nozzle wedging between the floor and the frame, oscillating up and down like a living creature. Vile mystery meat spills from its nozzle in spiteful deluge of heated horror, coating the guilty and innocent alike in a terrible meaty sludge. Oh no! Pomni! I like how everyone's reacting. Pomni's just like done with everything. Sludge flies across Pomni and her books. A thick puddle begins to form on the once pristine table where Zobel and Gangle left their art. A thick jet of meat slams into the ladder Gangle was standing on. The velocity and force behind the gout of meat knocks the ladder over, probably sending the ribbon character to the ground. She lets out a little yelp, her comedy mask shattering on impact with the ground. Regatha's standing behind her stall, which proves to be a poor cover, as a pressurized spray of meat knocks the stall over and pins her underneath it. Everyone is meat. Everything is meat. The entire floor or interior of the cafe has been painted by the vile concoction brewing in that vat. Eventually, with the wheezing hiss, the last of the vat's contents are exhausted. Now lying across everything in my field of vision, a terrible silence settles over the cafeteria in the wake of the chaos. The entire place looking at the scene of some grotesque crime. A silence that is eventually broken by the appearance of Principal King, who floats above the bubbling sludge. Yum yum! McDonald's! Kinger probably. Electrolyte? Who's your favorite amazing digital circus? Mine is King One King and Nice! Well, mine was Jocks. Mine was Jocks. But I really like Pomni and Gingo as well, down here. Can we have one? Oh no. A Kinger probably not. Hold on here. Like a snake in its final moments, I thought they would coil up and not start having a seizure. What the? This meat is from Chipmates. 4 Chipmates and meat off Chipmates? I hope not. Whoa. Clean up on aisle U. Another reference I see. He says as he surveys the scene, Mr. Imite is ruined. Mr. Imite? What about the entire culture fair? Our projects are completely covered in meat juice. Oh no, that too. Who could be behind this targeted attack on our school festival? Who do you think? Someone crosses their arms and glares at Jackson and I? Oh no. To our credit, we were also covered in meat. Listen, we can explain. This wasn't supposed to happen. Chuck's wheels on me as everyone else begins to glare. Yeah, Anna-sama. What were you thinking, ruining everyone's culture fair projects with me? Wait a second, mate. Is he switching up on us? Wait a second. You're sick. What? I'm very disappointed in you, Anna-sama. I expected better. Principal King turns his back on me, shaking his head as he surveys the cafeteria again. Disciplinary action is the only way I can try to correct this little behavioral hiccup. Wait! Before I continue, Principal King snaps his fingers and we're transported into his office? Now wait here while I prepare your... Oh no! Disciplinary action? He disappears behind the desk for a moment before a massive red slug creature with yellow polka dots slides in, ringing a bell on his desk. It's the Gloink monster! The mother of the Gloinks, Dania. A bunch of small geometric-shaped creatures with eyes and mouths bounce around outside the office. I'm here to enroll my Gloinks in classes, all 500 of them. Ken appears from behind the desk, his eyes wide. Whoa! Enrolling 500 Gloinks into classes? That's gonna take a while. Bubble, cancel all my meetings for the rest of the day. On it, boss. He looks a little down as he continues. And cancel my 3 p.m. massage therapy appointment. He turns to face me. Wait here, Anna-sama. Ken motions to the giant slug creature. Follow me, this way you're going... Likeness. He leaves the massive slug thing into a back office. Voice cracked nothing. Wait, but what about my... I try to protest, but it's too late. Oh no. The little geometric shapes bounce around the office now, knocking things down and making general chaos? I wait there. I'm realizing now that since Jax and I had pulled our prank, I hadn't really gotten anything to eat. My stomach growls. I think about ditching, but Bubble hasn't stopped staring at me since I sat down. I'm nervous about what will happen if I try to leave. The time goes by, minute by agonizing minute. I miss my first afternoon class, then my second. I start to question if the clock is working right, or if time is really passing at this sluggish pace. As the clock ticks down, the last bell of the day rings. I've been sitting for hours. Lights continue to bounce off of me, around me, sometimes sticking to my clothes, so I have to pluck them off. Oh, it can't be much more worse than this. Alright, thanks for stopping by. We'll be seeing all of your precious goings in class. I hope not in my class. Bye now. Finally, the goings will gather around their mother, who carries them out with her soft... Yeah? Her in a sort of organized mess. Kane turns to me with a stern face, or as stern as a pair of eyes set into a set of toy teeth can look at least. Alright, Anna-sama. Come to my office immediately. What the? I step into Principal Kane's office and sit down. For your disciplinary action, I wait with bated breath. You'll get a written warning. And I'd like you to help your classmates fix up their projects you destroyed tomorrow. Sound good? I waited hours for that? Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, off you go then. I walk out of the school finally after a long day of sitting in Kane's office. I'm tired. Mate. I was hoping he would forget why we were there, right? Just got a slap on the wrist and we got to miss class 2 GG's. I'm hungry. I prepare to walk myself back to the dorm alone. My other classmates definitely don't want to see me right now. As I approach the exit of the school, I see a familiar, lanky figure waiting at the entrance. The traitor. Jax? I'm shocked. The purple rabbit is standing there. How long has he been waiting there? Was he waiting for me? He tilts his head and grins at me. Wow, took you long enough. I guess it got pretty messy back there. Didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. But it was still pretty funny though. You should have seen everyone's faces. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It wasn't funny, Jax? Oh, this one I'm actually not sure about. I'm tempted to say it wasn't funny. I feel like the second one, I don't know. For once I feel like we have to stand our ground, but I'm not sure if that's the wrong option, per se. But I don't know, I feel like if we go... I don't know, I feel like we have to get our stand, like, set the record straight, done here. How do I say, what's the right way of saying that? Like, set our boundaries? If this was IRL, I think I would be more upset that he waited. Yeah, right? Because he could have come to the office at any time to fess up, done here. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't know if this is the right option, but this one feels right down here. Oh, come on, don't be so lame. I'm not being lame. Or boring. Or whatever else you want to call me. We must have everyone's culture fair projects that they've been working on all week. The words come spilling out before I can stop them, but I can't honestly say I disagree with anything I'm saying. Or even that it doesn't deserve to be said. Jax rolls his eyes and crosses his arms as I offer my heartfelt rebuke of our actions. Jeez, I didn't think you cared about this stupid festival. He gives me a look of utter ridicule. Uh-oh. I'm gonna sound like Pomni. Oh no. We saw how that went last time. Oh no. Am I repeating history? Wait. Maybe I don't. But they clearly do. I curl into myself. Now they probably hate me. The tears flow as freely as my words. I spent hours in the office missing lunch, missing my classes. And on top of all that, you just let me take the blame for all of it. I could deal with everyone hating me, but I at least thought you would be there for me. Jack's grin curls into a frown of disgust, but I can't stop. Oh no! I don't know if I care. You weren't there for me. There for you. His voice is venom bearing down at me with cold condescending anger. Oh no. What do you think this is? You think I'm just gonna swoop in and save you every time you... Bro, you haven't done that once! What are you talking about? What the hell? Every time you need it? He wipes his hands off his uniform as his expression returns to one of neutrality. You want to pull the prank just as much as me. He turns away from me before letting out a short manic laugh. Oh no, did I choose the wrong option? Wait a second. You went along with every little thing I told you to do until now. Now you want to care what everyone thinks of you? He turns away from me before leaning back down to my level, gazing into my eyes with manic anger. I'm having flashbacks to the original show, Matti. His own voice seems to pitch up as he gets in my face, his pupils dilating into small black squares. Damn, wait a second. Damn. Nobody here has ever liked you? He sweeps an arm across his chest. I have to stumble back to avoid being pushed back. You spent every moment here tormenting them with me. He points to his face, where a manic grin now matches his eyes and tones. Should I have agreed with him? Mate. Now you want to pretend you have a moral compass? Okay, but that was taking it really far. He leans back and lets out a hollow laugh. That might be the only funny thing you did that I didn't tell you to do? I sit there in stunned silence. Even as I hold back more tears, I have to admit he's right too. I did spend the past 2 days with him pranking people. I thought we were having fun, but today we took it too far, right? I can't even stand to look at Jax. I turn away, half mumbling my words. I thought you were my friend. Oh no, he's gonna say we were never friends, Mate. Oh no! Not that! Oh yeah! Okay, wait a second. This is bringing me back to the flashbacks of that one episode, Mate. Not the pupil dilation, Mate. Did I really mess up badly? Wait. Jackson manic grin falls away from his face and his mouth narrows, his pupils go wide. Somehow this is even scarier than the manic rage I was facing moments ago. Am I really just repeating Pomni's entire story arc? Wait. No. He says plainly. No? He can't mean that. I pushed him up for a different response. I'm not your friend. My chest goes tight. Why would he say that? How could he say that after everything that's happened between us? Dang, we really are Pomni right now. It feels like I'm talking to a different person. Okay, based on this, I want to deny his words, but I feel like I really am just walking in Pomni's footsteps. Wait. What the? Just a lover's quarrel? This is where crushes die or become love?確かにね. We need the romantic tension, then, yeah? One-to-one. This is really one-to-one with Pomni. Okay, I'm gonna deny his words. You know what? Because I feel like that's mine. Okay, deny his words. I'm already digging my own grave. Might as well. I know you don't mean that. Oh no, this really is a one-to-one. Oh my god, listen, Libyan, listen closely. We aren't friends. He stretches out each word before returning to his, and then Jax abstracts. 야바이네. Hopefully not, Danya. Could you imagine? Hopefully there's no like bad endings in this game. I really hope not. He stretches out each word before returning to his signature smile, taking a few deep breaths. We were never... See? I knew it was gonna go there. We were never friends. I was just having a little fun. Clearly you got the wrong impression. Why would you say that? I'm on the verge of tears again. I thought we were getting close. Jack scoffs. Getting close? Are you that deluded, new kid? Why would you wait for me before school? And text me at night. I sat by me in the classes. Yeah, Jax is like, we were never friends. We were more than friends, Daniel. It's my turn to be angry. You chose to help me last night. Why would you do all that if you don't care? Jack shrugs neutrally. You're reading too much into it. I can't even look at him as tears blur my vision. Our shoulders bump as I run past him. Dang! Everything about the moment hurts. Every emotion feels like a jagged edge. But it's like Jack says. I must be deluded. Deluded, Daniel. Deluded to think we were friends. I was alone this entire time. When others reached out to me or offered me respect, I turned them away. I hear others whispering or casting worried looks my way as I get back to the dorm. I open my stupid plain door to my stupid plain room and throw myself on the stupid bed. Imagine playing a dating simulator and somehow Jax abstracts. Yeah, if anyone could do it, I could probably do it on accident. When I finished crying, I began regaining my senses. The first thing I noticed is how hungry I am. I lit up door to door dash to see that the only open restaurant is some fast food place called Spudsies. I load up their menu. It looks like all they have available is something called the Stupid Burger. What the hell is that? Oh no. Sounds kind of weird. We're gonna get it, guys. You know what? Let's get the burger, okay? It's really my only choice for food at the moment, and my stomach grumbles to remind me of how badly I need to eat something. Whatever it is, I just ordered it. I wait the delivery as my stomach grumbles even louder. Being hungry is so real, right? If Amazon makes Jack's abstract first playthrough, at least she can't do worse next try. I mean, you're not wrong. As I get the burger, that's definitely not gonna make myself trip done here. It surprisingly takes a little time for it to get to my dorm room. There's a knock at the door. Wait, is that disappearing guy? Mate. He did show up in the game. I opened it to my delivery guy. A red mannequin-looking character holds my food in his hand. Order for. He's gone. I stumbled forward, catching my food moments before it splats against the ground. It makes eating that much messier. That was strange. Still, at this point, I'm learning to simply not question the way things work at this school. Fair enough, Danny. As I go back to my room and unwrap the burger, there's a weird pink sauce dripping from the patty. Huh, that must be what makes it stupid, I guess. My stomach rumbles again to remind me that I'm too ravenous to even think about another decision. I take a big bite of the burger. Another. And another and another and another. Before I know it, I've completely eaten it up. I attempt to get up, but then suddenly... Oh no! The room starts spinning! And stretching. And just sort of moving. And... This is weird. Everything's so funny. The room is funny. My bed is funny. Wow, that was a really good burger. Suddenly I hear another knock on the... Oh no! Please don't be Jax. This is gonna be so awkward, Mate. 1 second. I shout a little louder than I meant to. I try to regain my balance and pick myself up off the floor. But it's not fair because the room is still spinning. Come on, room, stop spinning. Another knock at the door. Let yourself in. I'm now closer to the door, and the room isn't slowing down anytime soon. Lying down on the cool, welcoming floor feels like the right move. Mateo. Luckily, I must have forgotten to lock up after getting my food, because my favorite bunny walks into the room. Jax! Wait, weren't we not friends? He regards me with a skeptically raised eyebrow? Are bunnies supposed to have eyebrows? He sighs. Anna-sama, what the heck have you gotten into? He's so tall, I barely come up to his ankle? But it's not because I'm on the ground. Tall bunny alert, tall bunny spotted. I laugh. You get taller or something? I hiccup. I tilt my head to the side to get a better look at him. He looks annoyed by... concerned. Is my Jaxie boy worried about me? Sit up, are you drunk or something? Drunk? No way, you're drunk. You... Words don't come out. Jax gets down to my level and tries to sit me against my bed, but I push him away laughing. Would you just... He struggles to get a good hold on me. Sit. Down. He managed to force me up into an upright sitting position. My hands flew out, pushing his face away from me. The Daisy, right? What is this school called I've joined recently? It's the Amazing Digital Academy, probably. Drunk confessional classic, sadly. Dang, I've read enough shoujo manga to see where this is going. No. I shout, pouting for a moment before I try to crawl away. You're drunk. And mean. Jack sighs and stands back up, giving up for the moment. What am I even doing here? He mutters under his breath, but I can hear him. Then he speaks up. I brought you food. Since you missed lunch. He emphasizes the last word of each sentence, pointing in an exaggerated way to the bag in his hand. He shakes his head as I keep blowing my head from side to side, fascinated by whatever he's trying to do. Whatever happened, you're too messed up to even eat, right? He folds his arms and turns away from me. But I have a real truth bomb already? Truth bomb ready for this mean bunny? Let me get a little bit of water. But you don't want to be my friend, though. That was my best attempt at that. The last words come out as a mix of other words, but I'm trying to be serious as I stumble over my own words. You hate me. I emphasize the word hate, putting as much of my fleeting breath behind as I could muster. Whatever was in that burger's wearing off enough for me to stumble to my unsteady feet. Jax is impressed that I managed to stand up, but doesn't acknowledge the huge truth bomb I just dropped. I try to take a step forward and my knee wobbles dangerously. I almost fall over again. Careful! He flinches, almost reaching out to catch me. But I catch myself. Brace crack. What the heck is up with you, Anna-sama? You're going to hurt yourself, so just sit down. He shouts at me urgently. But I'm too deep into telling it. Like it is to let him distract me. Say you hate me. I swing uselessly floppy hands at his cartoon rabbit face. He doesn't even try to dodge a single one. Hey, watch it. He catches my wrists in his hands. Oya. CG? Will you stop that already? He tightens his grip, making me his captive. Listen to me right now, Anna-sama. He manages through heavy breaths. We're gonna move you to the bed. You are going to sit down, and then you're going to get sleep. He didn't say he hated me, though. So you don't hate me? Again, my words start merging inside my clumsy mouth, but the meaning is there. Oh yeah? My anger subsides as I look into his beautiful yellow eyes. See, Anna-sama trusts the process of a genuine rip. Oh my. You love me, don't you? I inch closer to his face. We got him, boys, we got him. Jax flushes furiously. What are you talking about? He shouts at me. Ignore my heart rate, okay? We're not talking about my heart rate right now, okay? What the? No idea what this one, right? I don't know what the right choice is here. Mate. I mean, like... You know what? I'm letting the Chipmates decide. Mate. Okay, we're gonna do one or two. I feel like I know which one I should choose, but I feel like the kids wouldn't hinder anything since you're Tashkanine. Wait, that's actually a good point. That's a fair point. Okay. So I totally messed up the prophecy? I thought I messed up the route. I didn't know I was doing well on this, Mate. Should be doing it sober, yeah? Whoa. Whoa. His beautiful jaw and his eyes. Who's your favorite character, by the way? I feel like this... It's obvious that it's maybe Jax. Definitely, I also like, Pomni and Ginkgo Bunny. Can you save her? I can save her. Let me save, actually. That's a good point. I have not been saving. What have I been doing? No. Okay. Good point. That's a good point right there. Okay. The Chipmates will never lead you astray. Okay, we're gonna do it, chat. We're gonna do it. Trust the process, you know? Yeah, okay. Same as the coward's way. No, it's the safe way down here. See, I'm just that pro at it. I didn't have to save until now, right? Okay, we're gonna do it. Brace yourselves. This could go very badly. I lean in. Oh no. I feel the sparks fly. I don't know what Bro does though. I feel the sparks flying between us. This must be the feeling he was trying to fight this whole time. Could it be he was pushing me away because he really felt this way and he's assumed it? Maybe? I feel... Well, yeah? And like Heather, yeah? Dang, that stupid sauce really be doing a lot for the plot. But before our faded lips can touch... Oh, come on, Mate. I feel my body go weak and give out. I pass out. Okay, so nothing happened. Dang. Regardless of what we chose down here. Day 3 completed. That's day 3. That's insane, actually. Day 3 of knowing each other. We had like an entire friend to like lovers arc down here. Except there was like a fight in between. Oh, my social Jack's nicer. Love Rag and Pump too though. Nicer. And that was her first kiss with Jax. No. No. The bait was expected, but Jax would remember this? Convenient, darn. Yeah, right. We're not gonna talk about the heart rate, okay? No one saw anything, okay? The fact that my heart rate went higher on this than, Love in Deep Space says a lot. I don't really know what that says about me, but... I wake up in my bed the next morning. The cover's over me as if nothing happened last night. Did anything happen last night? My memory is all fuzzy. I ate a burger and then Jax was there? Jax! I sit up straight in my bed and do a quick scan of my room, but it's completely empty. Could it just be a dream? I noticed a bag on my desk. Food? I guess some of it wasn't a dream. 3 days, right? I can't expect anyone to forget that. It was a healthy number if anyone asks. Yeah, bye, no. I racked my fuzzy mind to try to remember what happened. I come up empty-handed. I have to get ready for school anyway. I stumble out of bed. My head throbs with pain. This is not my finest moment. I managed to get dressed in my uniform and grab my things before stumbling out of the door. Approaching the school, it seems like every other student is coupled with one another chatting away as they head to class for the day. Okay, hear me out. Mate. Okay, although Bunny Bunny may not be canon in this universe, at least something else is, okay? Also, Abstrategy lives forever down here. Jax but to no avail? What would I even do if I saw him? Talk to him and pretend nothing happened? I can't ignore the thoughts swimming around in my head, keeping me too distracted to pay any real attention in class. For his part, Jax is a no-show this morning. Dang! The next activity, form pairs. Oh no. Mr. Kinger says, then his eyes catch me in an isolated corner, an empty seat next to me where Jax should be. Oh. Looks like we're missing a student. It's like a spotlight is focused on me. All eyes focus on me in my humiliating solitude. I feel like I'm gonna cry and then... Pomni! Hey, Anna-sama. Do you want to join me in Ragatha's group? I love you, Pomni. Pomni loved me. Her smile is awkward but friendly. I almost want to lash out at her. No! It says something like, being alone is better than being with you, lame-o, like, a lame-o. If I ever said that, no, I would never say that, no. But I'm too miserable and to really put that into words, and her kindness is genuine. Oh my. Come on, Anna-sama, you can sit next to us. Even Ragatha gives me a shy smile. Why, MC? Right? The MC is too much sometimes. I shovel over, leaving my dignity behind me. Hey guys, there's a few moments of awkward silence. God, I feel like the worst person in the world for reading their projects. Hey Anna-sama, how you doing? You seem kind of off today. She trails off, giving me another awkward smile. Huh? Oh, sorry. Did something happen between you and Jax? Ragatha shoots her a look. Pomni? She then fixes me with a gentle look. Did something happen though? I roll my eyes and swallow my sadness. That obvious? Still, maybe it's time to get this off my chest. We got into a huge argument yesterday over the prank we pulled. I still feel really bad about messing up everyone's projects. And then when Kane punished me, Jax just walked off. And he acted like it was messed up for me to expect him to share the blame with me. We were both upset, and I said a lot of things. And I just wish I hadn't told him how mad he made me. Pomni puts a hand on my arm. That's not fair to you, Anna-sama. You're allowed to be upset and talk about things with your friends. Yeah, this is why I love Pomni. Ragatha nods. Jax isn't the kind of person I really talk about those kinds of feelings. With. She seems to almost be speaking to herself, looking into the distance. Pomni shoots her a look before continuing. He sort of puts up walls with this kind of stuff. Why? Has he really not made any friends with anyone in the school? He used to have friends here. He did? Ragatha has my full attention. It was... She pauses a moment, rubbing her forearm. A while ago. No! Not the flashback with the ribbon and Kaufman, no! What the? Even Jax likes Pomni. Right! Even Jax likes Pomni. Oh my. Maybe that's why? Back then we were all friends. Kaufmo and Ribbit were his closest friends though. They really brought everyone together. But one day something happened. We lost them. And Jax closed himself off. He took it really hard. What happened? Ragatha and Pomni exchange a look before Ragatha leans in, whispering under her breath. Okay, I was not expecting that actually. Out of school suspension. Is that supposed to be scary or sad or something? Still, I guess that's why Jax is The way he is done, yeah? He just doesn't want to get hurt again. I understand. Do I? At least I think I do. If it makes you feel any better, him not being here is kind of a good sign. How is him avoiding me a good sign? Well, if he cared enough that he had to take some time off, Jax likes to run away from his feelings, so whatever happened, it affected him enough to skip class today. The cogs in my head start turning. Is everything she said true? All that we did together. Getting trapped in the supply closet. You know, all those 3 days we spent together, Danny. Getting trapped in the supply closet. Playing that prank. All the awkward pauses where it felt like we were both holding back. So something was there? So what? You think I should go after him? Pomni ponders for a moment before peering over at her teacher. Well, someone once told me, the worst thing you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved. Good reference, Danya. She looks back at me. I think it's worth a shot to try and patch up things with him. I stand up suddenly, surprising the two girls in front of me. You're right. If he needs me right now. Thanks, Pomni. Sasugane. I sprang out of class, even as Reddit and Pomni look on, shocked. For his part, Mr. Kinger looks too confused to tell me to sit back down as I leave the classroom. The gang's all here, Danny, right? What the? But where would Jax be? There's no way Kate would just let him skip school. I rack my brain. Imagine... Wait, why does this feel like such a cliche? I hope there's a rooftop... how do I say rooftop... blah 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 blah. Rooftop confession, Nani. That would be like the ultimate cliche, I fear. Imagine you're on a wide open rooftop or wherever your happy place is. Was that his happy place? I don't have time to think of another place. What? The crisp air blows out of the door as I push it. Jax is here looking out at the view. He turns to face me. Jax, I know you don't see me as your friend, and that's okay. But I always think of you as my friend. And just like I can't make you like me, you can't make me not like you. Did we just friend zone Jax? I call out to him. As much as you push me away, you try to make me hate you. I won't do it. I'll always come back. Even if you think I'm just crazy, I'll never stop trying to be your friend. No matter what you say, or do, or say, you won't get rid of me, Jax. For better or for worse, I'm here to stay. He gives me a confused look. That got kind of creepy there at the end. His characteristic smirk returns to his face. But if you're that obsessed with me, I guess I'm really stuck with you. He kind of sounds relieved. He walks over to me, putting a gloved hand on the top of my head? Oya oya? Stalker. Stalker! Nande stalker, mate? The music is nice, right? Why do they skip school at school? That's a great question. He smirks down at me. I smile back up at him, blushing a little. Hee. Will things go back to normal now? So Jax, the tall purple rabbit looks at me. Yeah? I can't remember everything that happened last night. I ordered some kind of burger and you were there. Nothing happened. He interrupts me, putting a gloved hand over my mouth. I managed, despite his attempts to silence me. You ate a bad burger, he says, pulling his hand away from my mouth. Why do I remember you there? So many questions. You were just making an annoying amount of noise, so I went over to tell you to knock it off, and then... He trails off looking away. Just don't order from there again, okay? Does push it for annoying details or let it go? I feel like that could go either way. What the? He could get annoyed if we do that, but I'm kind of intrigued to see what he has to say. Oh, come on, please tell me. I say, putting on the most pitiful face I can. Oh no. Maybe I chose something bad. Jack squints sadistically down at me? Uh-oh. What have I done? Okay, but you were an absolute freak last night, eh? His grin goes wider? You did horrible, horrible things. The kind of things anyone would be scared about getting out? Why did I ask? I don't want to hear it anymore. His grin is just as wide? Well, anyways, Anna-sama, I got something fun for us to do on our next lunch break. Oh, yeah, well, about that. He looks at me, eyebrows raised. I swear to promise Principal can't I help everybody with their culture fear projects. His eyes go wide as he scowls down at me. What? Yeah, it was part of the disciplinary action for the prank yesterday. He crosses his arms. I don't want to do that. Well, it's not like you got punished yesterday. You could just meet me after school. Jax is already shaking his head. You're seriously gonna pour your heart out to me and then ditch me for those losers? You could always come with me. I say, putting on my most pathetic face. Jax rolls his eyes with a sour expression. Alright, let's get this over with so King gets off your back and we can have some real fun. Let it go, he gets mad again! My curiosity got the better of me. Let's get the wrong Gigi. Can you imagine if I got into another fight with him like right off the bat? The true epitome of a toxic relationship. Our first stop is Pomni at the library. Pomni is so cute, not there. She spies us as we enter the library, making frustrated noises as she sorts among the books to recover her notes from yesterday. Pomni? She turns to face me with a tired sigh. Hey. She puts on an unconvincing happy face. What brings you to here? What the? We're here to help. In any way we can. Sorry about the whole, meat thing. Pomni turns to Jax. You're really gonna help, Jax? Jax gives me a dirty look. Yeah, whatever Anna-sama says. Well, I've been looking all day for Culture Festival books. I have no idea who organized these shelves though, or how they were organizing them. I don't even know if I can find any new books after what happened yesterday. We'll find some. Least I can do after she helped me go find Jax. I'll start searching for the books about Culture Festivals, some of us, Jax, less enthusiastically about what? Think the others. One shop is devoted to corn recipes and corn byproducts. Jack searches the bookshelf directly behind me. You find anything? He just shakes his head. The library is so random. He nods. Another shelf has books with no common topic. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that their covers are blue? I throw my hands up in the air and groan in frustration. This could take a while. Hey, Anna-sama. He pulls out a thick book with the title Celebrations of Culture. festivals, fairies, and other occasions, smirking as he waves it in my face? Where the heck was that? Jack shrugs. Between a birdwatching book called A Beginner's Guide to Vultures and a book about vulture law? Oh my gosh, Jax, it's so big. Yeah? What are you two doing over there? You gotta show Pomni. What? I don't need to see. Yeah? We stepped out from behind the bookshelf. Jax holds the book? Oh, yeah? Where did you find this? A book between vultures and Scottish law? Book? What the? No, you know what? That might be the most sense this library has even made. He takes the book and skims the pages. This should be more than enough. She gives us both a relieved smile. You guys are really helpful. I can't help but smile back. Even Jax crosses his arms and gives us both an annoyed look. Thanks. I nod and smile as I tug Jax away before he can undo all the good we've just earned. Helping others isn't so bad, huh, Jax? Speak for yourself. Next on the list is Ragatha. She's pacing in the classroom manically. There's no way, no way at all. I can't get this organized in time. Jax announces our presence. Hey, Raggy. Ragatha sees us reunited, and you think she just... saw the girl from The Exorcist the way she regards us. Come on, you two. Haven't you done enough to our projects already? I throw my hands up in a defensive gesture thing. We really traumatized her. I promise we're here to help. Ragatha Cassie glance our way. Mostly Jax's way. That says she doubts it. We're completely innocent. Why does he sound so unconvincing when he says that? He says that. Why are you saying it like that? I don't know. I elbowed Jax's gut, which had him doubling over. I appreciate the thought, but I'm good. She says harshly, turning back to her clipboard. Come on, Ragatha. I have to do this as part of my punishment from yesterday, or Kane's gonna punish me. We'll do whatever we can to help. She gives us a dubious look, but relents. Well, if you have to, and if Kane's gonna punish you if you don't, I guess I can give you something to work on. How about... She looks around. How about you two work on the info stall? Just putting it together. I have a few other things I need to do. So can I trust you to do it? She motions to a series of wooden boards, staplers, and nails. Let me know if you need anything else, okay? She casts one last vaguely distrustful glance at us before departing. What the? Let's help Raggy. I'm on my way. Jax rolls his eyes when the door shuts behind her. What's your problem? He grins at me. I respond by staring to see how the stall is supposed to fit together. Eyeing the best place to put the screws. Come on, you're really putting that thing together? I roll my eyes in response. The sooner I start, the sooner I'm done. Jax picks up a hammer and hefts it into his hand with a wicked grin. Or we could use this to break Gingle's mask. Jax. He rolls his eyes and gives an exaggerated sigh. I keep trying to fit pieces together, applying a liberal amount of staples and nails. Sometimes when I ask for a tool, Jax hands it to me. But he does as little as he can without ignoring me. Still, it's better than the no help at all I was expecting. I take a step back and look at my handiwork. It definitely looks like a stall. I test some of the supports. Seems steady. Looks like we're good here. You know what this could use? I sigh already knowing the answer. A centipede. He says, just as he says that, Ragatha walks in, her eyes go wide at Jax's words. What centipede? Well, Anna-san and I were... I elbow him again. Nothing. Jax and I are finished here, though. If you think this is good. Jax, see, we are reforming Jax. It's time for him to be reformed, Nani. We're fixing him now. Jax mutters something rude at me while Ragatha inspects the stall. Good job, you two. There's a hint of surprise in her voice. Thanks, Anna-sama. Then, as an afterthought, and you too, Jax. She collects herself, beaming with gratitude. If you guys have more time, I have a lot more I could use help with. Sure has been fun, Ragatha. Catch you later. He grabs my wrist and pulls me out of the room before Ragatha can protest. What the? We are fixing him, right? Jax, get your redemption arc. Oh, mama. All right. We're next on the stupid punishment quest. The art classroom. Jax rolls his eyes silently. Beside the door to the art classroom open, Gangle and Zuba are scribbling away, pushing out any art they can finish. Half-finished sketches litter the floor, marred by a single errant line or scratched out for being too poor quality to be submitted for the culture fair. I call out to them. Hey Gangle, hey Zubul. Gangle ignores me, but Zubul looks up, turning to us with a sour expression. Damn. What do you two want? Jeez, why the cold shoulders, Zubi? Zubul's expression intensifies. What is it now? Didn't you two do enough yesterday? Look, Zubul, I'm really sorry about yesterday. Is there anything we can do to make up for it? I'll make it up to you? Zubul eyes me, then Jax. I guess I can trust you, Anna-sama. But why is he here? They point at Jax. Are you seriously trying to tell me you feel... Trying to tell me you're sorry, Jax? I didn't think you could feel sorry about anything. Nah, you're right. I'm not sorry, just bored. Okay, we're gradually fixing him, okay? It's a gradual process, okay? Jax's expression stays sour, but they turn to me, their gaze softening. Well, it's not up to me, it's up to Gangle. Maybe you can make things up to her. I turn to Gangle to stop drawing to watch us intently. Gangle, I'm so sorry about yesterday. Can we help you with the art? Gangle thinks about it for a second. You promise you and Jax will mess things up again? Hey, I interrupted him before he could make things worse. I promise we won't. Jax just rolls his eyes, crossing his arms. Okay, I guess you guys can help. Can either of you even draw? I think about it for a few moments. I'm honestly pretty bad, but Jax is alright at it. Jax looks at me like I just sold him out for... sold him out for a talent of silver. Why? And when Mr. Kinger saw those sketches you were making in class, he thought so too. Zubul face palms. I can't believe I'm saying this, but here. They hand us a few large pieces of poster-sized paper. Do your best. We're trying to make as many posters as we can for the festival. Yeah, we need to get people excited for this culture festival. Try something like this. Gangle looks at a poster of the entire class rendered in a manga style. Big eyes, small mouths, and the top reads Glow Culture Festival. The proportions seem off. Ragatha definitely isn't that buff. Okay, I was not ready for that. That busty. And I think Kane would have an issue if Pomni's skirt was really that short. But I spirit of her art. Wow, seriously? I hate that. Zubo glares at him. We didn't ask for the critique. Get to work, you two. I try to draw something, but I'm so nervous I end up just drawing a bunch of wiggly outlines and making no headway at all. Jax has already made impressive progress on something. Oi! One. What the? Okay, I'm gonna reposition my seat real quickly. I'm up there. Okay, what do we have here? This culture fair is sure to be The image is Jax holding a hammer, Gangle's mask is shattered, and Zubul has been disassembled. The title is This Culture Fair is Sure to Be Killer. Zubul walks over to check on our progress. So how are you two doing over here? I throw my arms over Jax's offensive drawing. Hey! Oh, it's going good. It's so good, but don't peek. No spoilers. 이막대요? 맞다. Zubul raises an eyebrow but shrugs before returning to the corner Gangle's working on. What's wrong with my poster? Seriously? I thought it was funny when a truck was running over Ragatha. Or you thought it was funny? In class, Jax, this is something everyone in school's gonna see. Jax grins. Good, they'll think it's funny too. I'm too distracted lecturing Jax to know somebody's sneaking up behind us. Oh, her face falls as she looks at the drawing. See? Gangle knows what art is. Come on, give me your opinion. This is way too violent to put up at the culture festival, but... She trails off. But your style is pretty good, Jax. How long have you been practicing this cartoon style? What? I mean, you clearly know your way around a pencil. By now, Zubul has already been alerted to something going on in our corner. Spying the drawing, they glare at Jax. Are you serious with this? They gesture to his art, then shrug. Gangle's right, though. This is better than I was expecting from either of you. Gangle smiles despite herself. Have you been hiding your talents from us? Now Jax shields his drawing with his body. Alright, that's enough. You said it wouldn't work, so stop looking at it. If you join the art club, we could draw together more and... Something like a real fear begins to sneak. It's lay into Jax's expression. No. I am not like you. I cut him off before he can destroy a little... What little goodwill you managed to accumulate. Hey, we can just go to a different corner and keep working. Jax and I share the rest of the day trying to make passable art. I struggle to make something that looks good, and Jax struggles to draw anything that would be appropriate for the culture festival. Despite our struggles, Gangle and Zubul were genuinely happy for what little help we can provide. Thanks, Anna-sama. Even if you didn't do that much. Gangle cuts her off. We really appreciate the effort. Gangle manages a smile. Anytime. Looking back at all the good we did today, it feels like a weight lifted off my chest, doesn't it? And Jax, we'll keep a seat open for you in art club. Jax just shudders as we depart the classroom. What the? Damn. I hate your art, Jack's perfect. I love your art, Jack's. Hey, you can't say that. Oh my. Just as we step out, the bell to dismiss class rings. When we're out of earshot of everyone Jack's size sagging, that was exhausting. I don't know, that wasn't bad at all for me. You know, there are other ways to have fun than just making other people miserable. I grinned spunky, stepping closer to him. Before either of us could make another move, Kane appears from thin air hovering in front of us. That's an A+ job if I ever saw one, Anna-sama. You managed to make up for all of your pranks this week, and then some. He notices my purple companion, and congratulations on roping Jax in to help you too. As a reward, I cooked up a very special vacation location for the two to visit? For you two to visit? The air above us explodes into a spray of colorful confetti, fluttering down like snow. I stick my tongue out, Cotton, candy confetti? It tastes like straight sugar as it melts on my tongue. Ken looks at me. Don't do that. Then he gestures to a 3D model of a mall he conjures from thin air in front of us. Behold, the amazing digital mallscape. Come check it out when you're finished with your homework, why don't you? He winks at us before disappearing, leaving us strangely as he first appeared. A new location? A mall lame. Why didn't we get a pick? Yeah, but I mean, I really was just completing my disciplinary actions, so it's not like you usually get rewarded for doing that. Jack shrugs. I guess so. You wanna go? I'm almost scared to ask. Jack just rolls his eyes. Duh, anything that's a break from this boring old school. I'd probably visit a doctor's office if it meant getting out of here. I mean, you know, do you wanna go? Together? I'm good. I look up at him on the verge of tears. Verge of tears, damn! He scrambles to respond before I can actually start crying. Jeez, I'm kidding, come on. How about we go tonight? But we have school tomorrow. Jeez, so are you, Ragatha? Alright, okay, we'll go tonight then. I grin up at him, barely able to hide my excitement. Alright, mate. Let me get a little bit of water. Okay, I know we didn't officially finish the route, but we may wrap up the stream for here today and do a part 2 stream down here. And maybe start another route during the part 2. But my voice is kind of starting to get a tad bit tired from all the reading down here. So I think we may call it here for tonight down here. But let me definitely save. We're gonna keep that. Alright, yeah. Blowing out the tea. Alright, and next, the next stream of this will be continuing onto our date with Jax, Danny. Which is kind of a crazy statement if you think about it. But let's go to just chatting for a little bit, shall we? Mate. Let me turn my fancy BGM back on. And... Mate. Wow! Okay, Let me do one thing real quickly, yeah? Alright, yeah, hopefully my BGM is working now. I've been having some weird trouble with it recently. So hopefully it is turned on. Let me know if you don't hear it okay, yeah? Alright, yeah, that was the amazing digital dating simulator. That was actually quite fun, Nani. Let me do a little more what the? Okay, efforts today of just one thing, thank you. And lots more me in this visual novel than I expected. No worries, okay. Thinking as well was fun, no worries. I had a lot of fun as well. Yeah, I can feel my voice getting kind of tired. And I don't want to completely lose my voice tomorrow, so... So we'll definitely do a part 2, because we have to finish Drax's route, of course. And may help start another one, then, yeah? Alright, with that being said, let's find someone to raid, shall we? Who is live? Dun dun dun. これかな? Oh, okay, let me see. What the? Oh, okay, wait. I don't think we have raided her in a while. So I think we're gonna... Okay, this is definitely a different vibe. I think it's gonna be a nice way to round... Or not round, but wind down for the Chipmates. But right now, Alpha Beta is doing karaoke, so let's raid into her stream. Let me double check to make sure it's a good time. We haven't raided her in a while, Danya. Just a minute. Okay, it looks like she has been streaming for a while, but I think she's still going strong, so I think it should be probably fine, maybe? Possibly. However, singing me too means I'm a big fan, Danny. I really love her vocals, they're so pretty. Alrighty, we're gonna raid Alpha Beta. Yeah, we haven't raided her in a while, Danny. She's a really sweet beta fish VTuber, and she has a wonderful voice, Danya. Very beautiful singing voice. Probably, we're gonna raid into her at a good time. Hopefully, I don't jinx myself. Alright, yeah. Oh my gosh, I can feel my voice trying to give out. Mate. What the? Alright, as always, be sure to go ahead and copy that Anna raid tag. The one that says Anna raid that Sun Saturn has put into the chat. And once we raid Alpha, be sure to go ahead and paste that into her chat so she knows who's raiding her, Danya. And as always, be sure to be super sweet and kind to Alpha, like you guys always are too. Yeah. Alright, everybody, before my voice completely gets out, let me get my outro ready. And a little bit more what the? Alright, everybody, I had a super fun time and I hope you guys did too. It was very fun romancing Jack's Danny. Alrighty, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, night, evening, yada yada, Daniel. Thanks for the stream, no worries. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the fun. Thank you to you guys too, Daniel. Alright, everybody. As always, せーの、さようなら、バイバイ、バイバイ。わー。